Your sister's really impressive. Compared to her, you're just... Black companies are just an excuse. So what are you doing now? Don't tell me you're training to be a bride.
I, Yugo Fujiyoshi, have a beautiful and top-performing twin sister. Her name is Miyu, a brilliant student who ranks first in our grade and is respected by everyone. But that's not the most notable thing about her.
Morning! Miyu, Yugo-kun, and Zombie-kun too.
As we were walking to school, my sister's friend, Masami Tsurumaki, greeted us. If you're wondering about that greeting, you're not mistaken. Yes, she said Zombie-kun. My sister always has her handmade plushie she calls My Zombie-kun attached to her bag. It's a unique-looking doll with uneven eyes and mismatched limbs.
Oh, I might be in trouble with yesterday's quiz. Hey, Zombie-kun, give me some blessings too.
She's smart, but a little odd. That's what most people say about my sister. If Zombie-kun really grants blessings, I want some too. The quiz I got back was barely passing, and I couldn't help but think that.
Oh dear, just scraping by again.
Mocking me like that was Masaka Isomura, a classmate. She's a top student too, so she could just compare herself with my sister, but for some reason, she always comes in me. Apparently, the only ones who got perfect scores on the quiz were my sister and Isomura. If I looked as good as my sister, I might delude myself into thinking Isomura's into me. But there's no way that's true. She clicked her tongue and looked down on me.
Your sister's really impressive. Compared to her, you're just... You're mocking Yugo again. I told you to stop, didn't I?
I turned to see my sister glaring from the back classroom door. It seemed she heard us from the hallway. You didn't have to come all the way here. Not just Isomura. People often compared me to my sister, but she always stood up for me. Not that that's the only reason, but I really admire my sister. After middle school, my sister went on to a top high school and entered a prestigious university as expected. Meanwhile, I went to a local high school and barely got into an okay college. With our paths diverging, the comparisons with my sister started to fade. Then at university, I got my first girlfriend, Naruko Kuwakata, from the manga club. We were friends for about a year, then I confessed.
Sure. I like you too, Fujiyoshi. But you know I'm super into my fandom stuff, right? I can't give that up. Will you still accept me?
Of course I accepted. I mean, Naruko's crush is a 2D character, so I wasn't jealous.
Thanks. Love and fandom, two separate stomachs, right?
Naruko, formerly Kuwakata, is a crafty otaku and often made fan merch.
How's this new outfit? I made it for my plushie.
Nice work. With Christmas coming up, I bet people would want to buy that. It was just a casual comment, but it sparked something in her. She duplicated the outfit using the pattern and leftover fabric. When she tried selling it online, it was a huge hit and got new orders too.
Wow! I made more than just the cost of materials. It turned into pocket money. I've got a great idea. How about we start a fan merch production and sales company together?
Student startup? Sure, but what's my role?
You'll be president and handle ops. You're in the business department anyway.
We started the company on a whim, but sales were good, and we ended up continuing it even after graduation. I never thought this would turn into a full-time job. Meanwhile, my top-performing sister graduated and got hired by a major company in another city. We both had bright futures, or so I thought.
I'm sorry. I quit my job. Can I live here again?
In less than 6 months, my sister suddenly came back home. My parents welcomed their worn-down daughter with warmth.
Of course. Welcome home, Miyu. What happened? Are you okay? Yeah, the company was toxic. I just couldn't keep up.
It might have been her first real failure. Since then, she's been rather depressed. You said it was toxic, but was it really that bad?
Yeah, there was this skeleton senpai. Oh, super thin guy, my mentor. He was kind, but totally brainwashed by the company. He always looked like he was on edge with this creepy glowing eyes. A senpai? That's an overtime request, right?
Oh, the thing the section chief said, by this week? It's already Friday evening. Here, we don't say we can't do something. We try our best to make it happen. It's kind of idealistic, but we're like a family here, so I try to help where I can. So, let's give it our all, okay?
But I heard there's no overtime pay.
Well, yeah, newbies take longer, right? If the company had to pay for all that, it wouldn't survive. Don't worry, I'll help you.
Wait, you've been up 2 nights straight, right?
It's fine, really. I've still got caffeine pills. With this and an energy drink. Yes, it's kicking in. Transform, full power mode. This rush, I love it. Ah!
Oh, wow.
Hours later, his strength gave out, and he nearly collapsed in his chair.
Senpai, thanks to you I made the last train.
Good, good. I don't have the strength to go home, so I'll sleep in the office. You get home safe, okay?
Senpai, why do you push yourself so hard?
Because I feel joy in contributing to the company. That joy keeps me going.
Senpai! I hated the black company too, but watching my senior made me worried I'd end up like that. It scared me.
After hearing my sister out, I couldn't help but grimace inwardly. Skeleton senpai, I hope you're doing okay. I'd heard the rumors, but that kind of company really exists, huh? You made the right call quitting. Time to move forward. But she didn't respond. After a pause, she murmured,
The reviews said it was a clean web management company.
From that day, she started shutting herself in her room. About a month later, Mom, who'd come home with cake, said,
Can you get Miyu? Let's eat together.
So I headed to her room. I walked down the hallway to her door, raised my hand to knock.
I'm no good. I wish I had Zombie-kun's toughness to keep standing up no matter how many times I fall.
I froze when I heard her mutter through the door.
I've always focused on meeting expectations, so now I don't even know what I want. Zombie-kun, what would you do right now?
She was so capable. Had she been struggling this whole time? Her fading voice tightened my chest. And I understood. What she needed wasn't gentle support from family. What I had to do was pull her up in place of the silent Zombie-kun. Sis, how about working with me? I stormed in without even knocking. Sure enough, she was hugging the oversized room's Zombie-kun and looked completely shocked.
What's going on?
Let's try working together. No worries about a black company at mine.
Wait, you mean I joined your company? Your job is making merch for fans, right? Think I could do that?
You've always been into Zombie-kun stuff, kind of like fan culture. You might fit in better than you think. It'll be fine. Just think of it as a little refresh. What do you say?
Yeah, I can't stay like this forever.
even if it's just until I find what I really want to do.
Okay, maybe I'll give it a try.
Later, at Naruko's apartment, which doubles as office and studio, Miyu and Naruko met for the first time.
So, you're the Miyu I've heard about. We needed more help. Perfect timing.
Naruko grabbed both her hands and shook them energetically. Seeing her sincerely welcoming Miyu, I felt relief. Thank goodness. I kinda roped her in without asking first.
So, what should I do?
You've made Zombie-kun stuff, right? Maybe you and Naruko could craft together. I thought a job different from before might be good for her, but she shook her head hard.
What? No way, I'm really clumsy.
Are you? Then is there something you'd like to try?
I'd rather help you, Yugo. You're selling through your website, right?
We do sell on a few platforms, but we want to focus more on our own site.
If I can manage or update that, I might actually be useful.
You're okay doing the same work as before?
Yeah, it was only 6 months, but I handled e-commerce and learned some SEO basics. What's SEO? It's search engine optimization, making your site rank higher in search results. If done right, it could boost sales too. Maybe. Wow, you can do that? How well? I don't know until I try. Would you do it? Sure, I'll give it my best.
Being relied on brought back her smile. She may be struggling, but she likes meeting expectations. And so, my sister took her first step forward at her company. 3 years flew by. We were now 25.
Hey, Yugo! This came in the mail.
She had gone to get the newspaper and came back with a school reunion invite, a 10-year middle school anniversary. A reunion, huh? Should I go? My schedule's open.
I kind of want to. Haven't seen old friends in ages.
If you want to go, let's go. I didn't really care either way, but she seemed into it, so I went. As soon as we entered, a woman called out.
Hey, long time no see. I recognized you two right away.
At first, I couldn't place her. Then it hit me. It was Tsuburaya, my sister's friend. You've grown up a lot, Tsuburaya.
You think? Thanks. Hearing that from you, Yugo, is kind of surreal. Whoa, you still have Zombie-kun? Wait, that one's a little different, isn't it?
She quickly spotted the Zombie-kun still hanging from Miyu's bag.
Yeah, this is the 3rd version. I'm getting better at making them. You've always been super into Zombie-kun.
Tsuburaya claps and bows, maybe hoping for some good luck. That move's nostalgic too. You used to say, "No, Zombie-kun's mine," a lot.
I heard you got into a big company but quit after 6 months. Was it black or something? Are you okay?
After a pause, Tsuburaya asked a hard-to-answer question.
What? You quit after just 6 months? The genius has fallen, huh?
A snide voice came from another direction. I immediately knew who it was, Isomura.
Black companies are just an excuse. So what are you doing now? Don't tell me you're training to be a bride. I'm helping with Yugo's work. Helping family? That's just sad.
She suddenly appeared and started mocking my sister non-stop. Maybe because she finally felt superior to her, the alcohol probably helped.
Cut it out, Masaka. Everyone's job is different.
When my sister stayed quiet, Tsuburaya stepped in to stop Masaka.
Wasn't Yugo doing his own thing? Like starting a company or something? Huh. Probably just some tiny startup.
Yeah, it's a small company, but is there a problem? But ever since my sister joined, our sales suddenly tripled, and we had to hire more people because we're short-handed.
Tripled? What the hell?
my sister is still amazing. Even though she was mentally scarred by a toxic company, she still brought back practical skills as a souvenir.
You're exaggerating.
No, I'm not. My sister may play down her role as just helping, but she's now an indispensable partner in my work. Our annual revenue has grown tenfold in the past 3 years. You still want to look down on us? When I stared at Isomura, she visibly shrank back. Isomura's tone deflated as she...
Fine. Enjoy raising your little company.
She spat that out and stormed off. When I peeked, she was angrily tapping away at her phone.
She's at it again.
What do you mean?
Isomura's on SNS. She's venting about what just happened. Look. Ugh, Fujiyoshi's little bro was so annoying. What a siscon. Hashtag so frustrated.
Peeking at Tsurumi's phone, I saw Isomura's SNS. My last name was publicly outed.
Isomura uses real names when she vents, so you should be careful. I'll send you her account. You should check it sometimes. You never know what she's writing.
At her suggestion, I check on my own phone. My name only appeared in the latest post, so it didn't seem too bad, but...
Sato, quit leaving right on the dot all the time. Hashtag workplace stress. Ugh. Who wants to hear Nakamura's war stories? Everyone thinks you're annoying. Hashtag nosy coworker. Ugh, Yamanaka wouldn't approve my vacation. Now I can't go to my fave idol's concert. Hashtag company, hashtag frustrated.
She regularly rants about her bosses and coworkers with real names. That concerned me. Surprisingly, judging by the posts, Isomura's also into fandom activities. I look up from my phone and sigh while exchanging a nod with Tsurumi. Then after a short pause, my sister quietly asks,
So, who was that girl again? You didn't even recognize her?
I thought she seemed more reserved than back in middle school, so that's why. In the end, Isomura was totally ignored by my sister. What a pitiful soul. Later, I found myself in line at a collab cafe event with Naruko. She invited me and my sister because she couldn't try all the collab menu items alone. But, looking around, it's mostly women, and I feel completely out of place. Am I seriously the only guy here?
Not true. Look, there's another boyfriend over there. So many unique outfits. Naruko, you're dressed differently too.
After about an hour in line, we were finally shown to our table, when Naruko greeted the person next to us.
Sorry for intruding. Sure, wait. Fujiyoshi's little brother and sister?
Ugh, Isomura. What terrible luck. It was Asaka in full fan armor.
Huh? What's going on? You know her?
Yeah, middle school classmate. There was some drama at the recent reunion.
Why are you at a women's collab cafe? Gross.
I'm here with my girlfriend.
Girlfriend?
Isomura eyes Naruko suspiciously.
Huh. Having a boyfriend and doing fandom stuff? That's not real passion. That's not true. Romance and fandom are totally separate. And you? Your fave is that ugly handmade plushie, right? Cheating much? It's not cheating. I'm just tagging along.
Ignoring my overwhelmed sister, Isomura continues.
Well, whatever. Since we're here, I'll show you what real fandom looks like.
She points to her table.
Of course, I came solo and completed the whole menu myself.
You just don't have anyone to come with, do you?
Shut up!
She stands up, proudly showing off her outfit.
And this. My outfit and merch all match my fave's theme color. Even a single can badge is protected in a Chinken cover. That's real fandom.
Asaka finishes bragging, but Naruko suddenly pipes up.
Oh, that can badge keychain is one of our new products. Huh. Look, I saved this one for myself. It's the same, just a different color.
The badge keychain Naruko pulls out is exactly the same as Asaka's.
Wait, don't tell me your business is making fandom merch. Now that I look, you're using a bunch of our stuff. Thanks.
Naruko's oblivious comment makes Asaka grimace.
I'm not using them because I like them or anything.
You clearly care. Just admit it already.
I'm leaving.
And so, Isomura stormed out in frustration. Later, I checked her SNS. Sure enough, she was losing it.
Damn Fujiyoshi siblings, my precious day off ruined. Hashtag so frustrated. I can't believe I messed up picking my fandom gear. Hashtag fandom fail. Hashtag frustrated.
It got so bad she even posted a pic of our products thrown in the trash. But then, after a while of peace, I noticed something weird on Isomura's SNS. Most of her posts suddenly became inaccessible. My sister contacted Tsurumi about it.
Oh yeah, turns out her real name posts finally got discovered at work, and she got a disciplinary pay cut.
Sorry for being a boss who wouldn't approve your time off, Asaka, while you tried to sneak away to your fave's concert during a workload spike.
No, that was...
In the end, she was suspended for a week and had her pay docked for 3 months. Thankfully, it seems she never revealed client info.
Around the same time, her social media started blowing up with insane backlash almost daily.
Rumor has it the people she named are out for revenge.
What the hell? What is this?
That alone would be bad enough, but someone finally filed a police report, and now she's facing charges for insult and defamation. She's also being sued for damages by multiple people, and more victims are filing reports by the day. Because of that, she can't even quit her job. She sold all her merch and became a corporate slave, just grinding for her paycheck. Meanwhile, on our end, one weekend Naruko came over to my place. When my sister mentioned she was about to make a 4th Zombie-kun, Naruko said she wanted to see the previous one.
Ah, I think I just figured it out.
While observing them in my sister's room, Naruko suddenly said that, and her eyes drifted toward me.
Zombie-kun's model is Yugo, isn't it? What? How? No one's figured it out for over 10 years. I've been crafting things forever. Maybe that's why. Seeing them in order, I kind of just got it.
Wait, Zombie-kun is me? A flashback hits me. I remember the first time I found that plushie in my sister's room. Sis, what's that plushie? I got it. It's a zombie, right?
Yeah, a zombie plushie. Cute, right?
From then on, she called that plushie Zombie-kun, and even started carrying it around. So that naming was just a misunderstanding caused by how bad the first one looked. So, my sister's favorite was me? When I say that, my sister looks down, clearly embarrassed.
It's weird, right? Making a plushie of your little brother? No, not at all. I think it's beautiful that my boyfriend is someone's favorite. Love and being a fan are two different things.
It's honestly a little embarrassing, but I'm happy. Just like I admired my sister, she saw something special in me too.
I've always been clumsy, so I only knew how to read the room and meet expectations. But you were always doing your own thing. Even when you messed up, you stood up on your own.
She hugs Zombie-kun tightly and smiles shyly.
I admired that. I wanted to be like you.
That mutual support helps us overcome hardship. Maybe it's the same with being a fan. By the way, my sister contacted Skeleton Senpai after a long time and told him about her fave. Yes! Having a fave makes you invincible. Transform! Max motivation! Right around then, the official energy drink character dropped, and he got totally hooked. Apparently, it turned him even more into a corporate slave. My sister told me with despair. Also, she failed to headhunt him. At least he only drinks one a day. So, everyone, be careful not to stand the wrong thing. Wishing Skeleton Senpai the best.
Hello, Brittany here. You know, I have never met a mean girl otaku like that. But to each his own, I guess. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Jenny!
My name is Kakeru Matsusaka. I'm 25, in my 3rd year since entering working society. I currently work as a machine engineer. Since last year, I've been living with my girlfriend, Shizuka Taki.
The food you made is so good.
Shizuka loved the food that I would make. She liked that my personality didn't match my looks either. Things were going well in my personal life and with work, but... Shizuka, who's this guy? The other day, an anonymous envelope arrived addressed to me. The letter said that Shizuka was cheating on me with her ex-boyfriend. I figured it was a prank and was going to report it to the police if another one arrived. But one day, I witnessed Shizuka walking into a restaurant with another man. To find out the truth, I was now questioning Shizuka with furrowed brows.
Oh, my ex.
Huh? Why are you at a restaurant with your ex?
It was for something important. You don't have to take pictures.
Don't change the subject. I'm saying it doesn't look good to be meeting with your ex-boyfriend.
I'm sorry I kept it from you, but it's really nothing. Can you forgive me?
Okay. But I guess Shizuka decided that meant it was okay. She started seeing her ex and didn't try to hide it from me. In the end... What? Again?
I'm sorry. My ex has a fever, so let's postpone our date.
She started flaking on her dates. This was the 3rd time. I told you there would be no next time, right? And this time, we've been planning for a month. I can't anymore. Let's break up.
What? Why? My ex is my close friend. You're terrible for doubting me.
Shizuka had tears in her eyes as she begged me. I looked at her coolly. I guess I didn't have any feelings for her anymore. Even if you weren't cheating. I said I didn't want you, and you didn't listen. We can't keep dating like this.
But...
I'll leave our place. You were right to rent it under your name.
Wait, Kakeru!
I gathered my belongings and left our place with as little as I could. Since when was she cheating? Probably from a long time ago. A few days after leaving, I was staying in internet cafes and cheap hotels. I never realized until I actually saw it. I feel like I'll be suspicious of people from now on. I didn't know it was gonna rain suddenly. I complained and bought an umbrella at a convenience store. Huh? In the rain, a woman was squatting and getting soaked. Her eyes were closed, so maybe she wasn't feeling well. Are you okay? Is she conscious? Wait, I need to call an ambulance. I was about to call for help when the woman twitched. I called out to her again. Are you okay? It felt like deja vu, but I felt like I was just in my head.
I'm sorry. Something had happened, so I drank and got a little drunk. I fell asleep.
In the rain? That's so dangerous. I'm glad you're okay.
I'm sorry to ask this of you. I'm worried about getting home like this. Can you walk me home?
Of course. Can you stand? I agreed and held out a hand. Her hand was warm when it held mine. I'm glad. Maybe she wasn't outside for that long. This was how I ended up walking her home. She walked fine, and her hand was warm before, so I was relieved. After 10 minutes, we arrived at her apartment.
Thank you so much.
No problem. I'll be off now.
Oh, wait. You walked me home. Let me repay you.
Don't worry about it. I didn't do too much. I don't want to go up all wet, too.
I'm saying this because you're wet. You'll catch a cold.
But entering an unknown woman's home...
Oh, that. Don't worry about that. My brother's home. Also, the rain doesn't look like it'll stop.
I couldn't refuse after she said all that. Okay, I'll come in.
Yay! Alright, come this way.
Oh, wait. She cut me off with her response and basically forced me to come with her.
I'm home! Oni-chan, bring some towels!
Welcome back. You looked happy when you left. Here, a towel.
Her brother came into the hallway and froze when he saw me. I smiled weakly and bowed my head. Nice to meet you. I saw her on the street. I walked her home because she was soaking wet.
Yeah, I wanted to thank him, so I invited him up.
I see. I thought he forced you to.
I guess that's why he had froze. I hurriedly waved my hands in front of me and shook my head. I'm sorry. I don't have any ulterior motive. If I'm intruding, I'll leave.
No! I haven't repaid you yet. Oh, look what you've done. He came all this way.
She rushed to stop me and glared at her brother. After a few seconds, her brother sighed.
I'm sorry. I wasn't suspicious of you at all. We don't have much, but please come in.
Her brother took me to the bath area before his sister. I felt bad going there before the woman who lived here. But she told me to go ahead, so I went first, and they even loaned me some clothes. And
Thank you so much for helping my sister.
when the two of them finished showering, our food delivery arrived. Her brother had ordered it, and we were eating. The woman's name was Amika Issei, and her brother was Minato Issei. They lived together.
It's still raining and it's late, so please stay over.
Can I do that?
You're my hero. Also, your clothes are still drying.
All I did was take her home. They were so kind. It was the first time in a while that I felt a person's kindness. My chest tightened. My feelings slipped out a little. Thank you for everything. I'm so thankful. Actually, I don't have a place right now.
Oh, that's terrible. Can I ask you why?
Actually, now that I think about it, maybe I wanted someone to hear me out. I explained my pitiful situation. Then...
That's awful.
Ugh, awful. I can't believe they would step on your kindness like that. I won't forgive them.
they were angry for me. I felt warm inside. Thank you. Amiko was especially angry. Minato quietly took away her doll.
Would you like to live here?
I can't. That's too much.
What? We have an extra room. We just cleaned it yesterday. We have dishes, so tomorrow you can move your stuff.
Amiko was all in. The conversation was moving forward without me. Wait, I really can't do that. I'd feel bad owing you any more, and I'm sure Minato wouldn't want some random man and Amika-san living together.
I think it's fine.
You too?
I'm not worried at all that you would do anything to Amika, and I'd feel better if you stayed. How about it?
What is this? How kind are these siblings? At this rate, they'll be tricked by some bad people. Okay. Until I find my own place, I'll stay here.
Really? Yay!
I'm glad, Kakeru-san. I'm looking forward to living with you.
Me too. This was how the three of us started living together. Meanwhile,
Noboru, wanna get back together? I'm single now, so...
you two broke up, right? Okay.
Yeah!
Shizuka was having this conversation with her ex. Living together with them was going well.
You can use the room, but when Kakeru-san sleeps, it'll be with me, or you sleep with me.
Huh? Why?
I was a little taken aback, but Amika was beautiful. I'm sure he was worried as a brother. I understood his worries, so I agreed to sleep in Monato's room at night. By the way, how much is rent? I want to contribute.
Oh, this is my brother's place, so you don't need to pay rent.
What? Apparently, Monato was a company owner, and Amika worked at his company. So, we decided to split utilities. A CEO at 28. Wow. A month after we started living together. Today, we were all off, so we were at a place a few stations away.
I'm going to get this stuffy.
You don't go crazy. She always gets what she wants.
I'm gonna go to the bookstore. I was about to leave when... Shizuka? I saw my ex-girlfriend a little ways away. She held the arm of a man next to her, and they were looking at something. I guess they got back together. No, maybe that's what they were doing when we were together. But I guess all my baggage had disappeared in the month that I lived with the Issei siblings. I should leave before she sees me. But as soon as I thought it, Shizuka's eyes met mine.
Kakeru! It's Kakeru!
She headed toward me with a smile. With her current boyfriend, of course. I frowned at her lack of empathy. Oh, what a coincidence. Okay, bye.
You're so mean. You ignored me and blocked me. I was worried, you know. But I'm glad you're okay. I got back with him. Noboru, this is my ex, Kakeru.
Oh, you. Hi, I'm Noboru Kuwana. He nodded at me, so I nodded back. What is this?
Noboru is in a managerial position at a startup. He makes $1 million at 27. He's successful and handsome and...
Can I leave? But behind me. I couldn't stop thinking about the arcade behind me. I'll leave and call them later.
Kakeru-kun. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Amika hugged me from behind. I stumbled a little from the force. Amika-san, you got it?
Yeah. And? You're cheating with your ex when I'm here?
Cheating? No. We were just talking.
What? Kakeru, who is that?
Shizuka was the most taken aback by Amika's appearance. Her smile disappeared. She pointed at Amika with a shaking finger. Oh, she's taking care of me for a bit right now. We live together.
Live together? We've only been broken up for a month. And you're living together already?
We're not anything, but it's none of your business now, is it? Also, you met with your ex while we weren't broken up, and are on a date with him now. I don't think you have room to speak.
But... Noboru, say something!
Shizuka held onto Noboru and cried. She was a little more put together with me, but this was her when the mask slipped off. Maybe I had bad taste, or maybe she was a good actress.
Huh? Are you from Matomo?
Monato joined us. He held the same stuffy as Amika in a different color. He had been trying to get that. He handed it to me and faced Noboru.
I've never met you, but I know your face. Noboru Kuwana? I'm Minato Issei from Aino Labo. Our companies met the other day.
Mr. Issei from Aino Labo? I'm so sorry. I didn't recognize you. Thank you so much for the other day. I heard later that the company Noboru works for, Matomo, is a website creation company. their company would outsource and had worked with Monato's company the other day.
We create things at our company, but mainly focus on app development and games. We've never done website creation before, so it really helps that we get to work with you.
It's our pleasure. Your website has everything it needs for SEO, and you have all the knowledge. When we learned that your website was self-created, we knew it had to be Aino Labo.
Our representative said they were convinced by your enthusiasm. They said your unique approach and your passion as a salesman was amazing.
I'm honored. Honestly, I have no interest in the Issei family. Our company is a bunch of dweebs that want to get to the top with our skills.
This was the deciding factor. Many people come to us to connect with my father, so we were surprised. That's how we decided to work with your company.
I guess Noboru was a good salesman, if anything. I was surprised. I quietly asked Amika something. The Issei family?
My family. Do you know the Issei department stores? Our family founded that.
Do I know it? It was only a super major department chain. They were involved in various industries. Oof.
So, this is quite disappointing. To learn that you were the man that hurt my close friend.
Monato glanced at me as he said it, and Noboru understood instantly. He turned pale. I'm so sorry. I knew they hadn't broken up, but she cried to me that she was sad about being cheated on. What? Wait, I've never cheated. I wouldn't know how to prove that to you, though. I was the one who had 3 dates canceled because she was going to see you. Huh? Were you lying when you told me he flaked on those dates? You cried to me so many times that he was meeting with someone. I didn't want you to cry in front of my house, so I let you in.
That was...
Also, I told you so many times. No matter how many times he cheats, don't come to me if you're not broken up. Then you'd be doing the same thing. I thought you heard me. That's different from what I was told. My ex is my close friend. You're terrible for doubting me. Who was it that cried and said that?
Oh,
Shizuka's eyes started watering.
I had to. You both have different charms. Kakeru looks like a bad boy, but he can cook and he's kind. Noboru looks like he doesn't care, but he works really hard. I can't just choose one.
She not only acknowledged her cheating, she started crying angrily. It was so childish that Noboru and I were both taken aback.
Oh, well, it seems the misunderstanding has been resolved. My sister has something to do now. I'll pay. So how about a dinner with the boys?
I looked at Amika. I wanted to talk. Noboru seemed to feel the same. We all nodded. So, that's that. We're done. Don't call me.
Wait, Noboru! Kakeru!
They say if you chase too many rabbits, you won't even catch one. She was the prime example of that. We left her there. Shizuka tried to chase after us, but someone stopped her.
Hey now, just wait.
You stole Kakeru from me, you tramp! Don't get in my way!
You did this to yourself. I didn't do anything. Is that what you thought I'd say?
What?
I'm grateful to you, because thanks to you, I think I can get Kakeru-kun.
What?
I wanted to get close to him somehow. I was watching over him. You were in my way. I happened to learn that you were cheating with your ex.
The suspicious letter that led me to question Shizuka, Amika had sent it. Luckily or not, Shizuka didn't even know the letter existed.
What are you? You're weird.
I don't care, because unlike you, I didn't cheat. He happened to help me after he broke up with you. I happened to invite him in to thank him, and now he's staying because he has no place to live. What are you gonna say? Did I do something? Did I do something to Kakeru? Even if I did, do you have proof? The police won't do anything unless there's a crime. A crime? I didn't do anything. Oh, but if someone were to do something to Kakeru-kun, I don't know. Maybe I'll get a little help from my family.
Shizuka couldn't handle it and ran away. What happened to Shizuka after that?
I won't go near Kakeru. I didn't do anything.
She quit her job and moved somewhere far from us. But she was afraid of something, so she couldn't make friends and lived in constant fear. As for me, things changed rapidly.
Sorry to make you wait.
That day, at the boys' dinner, the three of us hit it off. Amika joined us after she finished her business. Amika-san, was everything okay?
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
Amika sat down. She ordered a milk tea and suddenly...
I like you, Kakeru-kun.
What? I couldn't understand her right then. But once I did, I felt the heat rise in my face. I was bright red for sure.
I was going to tell you a lot later, but I got anxious after seeing you with your ex earlier. Am I not good enough?
Of course you are.
Really? Yay! I'll make you happy for sure.
Whoa. You're getting together in front of me? Are you bullying me? Congrats.
Kakeru-kun, are you sure? Now is the time to rethink your choice.
A month ago, I would have thought this was Manato's love for Amika speaking, but I knew about who sent the letter. It happened right after I started living with them. Huh? I found a picture in the room they let me use. It was a secretly taken picture of me. Wait. A rainy day. I was soaking wet. This spot. A memory came back to me. This was 2 years after I started working. It was right when I started living with Shizuka. It was spring, but still cold. I had seen a girl about college age crying in the rain with no umbrella. Use this if you want. That was it. That was right about where I met Amika-san. Oh, that girl. I remembered a cheap-looking umbrella at the entrance. It didn't match this house. I realized that girl back then was Amika. I didn't have proof, but I guessed that the letter was from Amika. Because...
Okay, if you're okay with it, I won't say anything, but I'll be here for a while.
What? Why?
Minato must know. Minato was worried about me. His words and actions made sense. I'm sorry for my late reply. You even sent me an anonymous love letter.
What? No, wait. You knew.
Really? You know, and you still want Amika? Think about it, I was worried that she was going to commit some crime against you. Because you're a nice guy. That would give an umbrella to a girl that was depressed.
Let me know if anything happens. My brother's a cop. People aren't always who they seem to be. That's why it's important to be careful. I want Amika-san. With that in mind, I liked Amika. The Amika that loved a little too hard and loved me a little too much.
Huh? Did something happen? My name's Eito Tsukioka, 26 years old. I work at my grandmother's traditional cafe, Tsukioka Tei. Right now, I'm on my way home after work. I just saw a woman crouching by the road and asked her if she was okay.
I'm sorry. It looks like I dropped my earring around here. I'm in the way, aren't I? I'll move right away.
Oh no! If you don't mind, I can help you look for it. Apparently, the earring was a gift from her boyfriend, and it's shaped like a ribbon. We found the earring soon after I started looking with her.
Thank you. I'd really like to return the favor somehow.
Well, if you're interested, I'd be happy if you could stop by the cafe where I work. When I handed her Tsukioka Tei's shop card, she smiled brightly.
Tsukioka Tei, right? I'll definitely come with my boyfriend someday.
The next day, while I was preparing for opening with other employees at Tsukyoka-te, the manager, my grandmother, called out to me.
Good morning, Eito. Let's do our best again today.
My grandmother smiled warmly. She's nearly 80 years old, but still moves around with incredible energy. According to her, being around customers keeps her feeling young and lively.
Recently, more customers have been coming to see you, Eito, which has been a big help.
I guess my helping others is turning into free advertising for the cafe. I was raised by my parents to always be kind to others. That habit led to moments like yesterday's earring search, which, in turn, brought attention to our cafe. Of course, the reason customers become regulars after coming once is because Tsukyoka-te is such a comfortable place to relax. Tsukyoka-te was opened by my grandparents with the concept of being a warm place where people can take a breather. Even after my grandfather passed away, my grandmother has kept that atmosphere alive. By the way, both of my parents are working office jobs because neither of them has any talent in cooking. Once Tsukyoka-te opened, time flew by, and soon it was lunchtime. Welcome! Good to see you, Inoue-san.
I'll have the usual, please.
She's Arisa Inoue. I heard she started working at a large company called Lovekoi Trading this year. Lovekoi Trading is close to Tsukyoka-te, so Inoue-san often comes by during lunch. She's such a regular that her order can be summed up with the usual.
Yes, I said it again. The usual.
Thank you for waiting. Here's your crescent moon set meal and matcha latte.
Wow, your 3D latte art is always amazing.
Every time she orders the matcha latte, Inoue-san reacts like it's new and exciting. Since I'm the one who makes the 3D latte art, it makes me kind of happy. As I start to feel sentimental, I realize I've become drawn to her bright flower-like smile.
This is my senior at work, Karma Tabata-san.
Nice to meet you. Inoue-san and I are in different departments, but we get along well. A few days later, Inoue-san came in with a man. Nice to meet you. My name's Eito Tsukioka. Even though Tabata-san said they were close, I couldn't help but feel some distance between them. Oh, so Inoue-san calls you by your first name. You two must be close. The moment Inoue-san left the table, Tabata-san's warm smile disappeared. No. Since this is my grandmother's cafe, if people call me by my last name, it gets confusing. That's why I ask customers to call me by my first name. I see. That makes sense. Feeling some hostility from Tabata-san's gaze, I started to feel uncomfortable. Inoue-san is the daughter of our company's president, you know. I suggest you stop aiming for her, cafe worker. What? Inoue-san works at a nearby company, but that means she's a high-class lady? Oh, it seems you didn't know. Let this be a lesson. You should refrain from getting too close to customers from now on. I never intended to, but the fact that I was attracted to her left me speechless. When Inoue-san returned to the table, I couldn't remember a single word of our conversation. Realizing the difference in her status, I began to struggle with how to interact with her from then on.
Eito-san? You seemed distant lately. Is it just my imagination?
A week after Tabata-san's visit, Inoue-san nervously brought this up. It wasn't during the usual lunchtime rush, but rather near closing time. With fewer customers around, maybe she thought it would be a good chance to sit down and talk. Inoue-san, do you have time after this? With her and my grandmother's permission, we decided to stay after closing to talk. After the cafe closed, I explained how I learned Inoue-san was the president's daughter. Feeling awkward about telling her, I also mentioned the conversation I had with Tabata-san.
I'm sorry that Tabata-san said such rude things. I didn't mean to hide that I'm the president's daughter, but I didn't think it would cause any trouble.
Oh, no. I don't really care about what Tabata-san said. Besides, there is no reason to go out of your way to talk about your family. You don't need to apologize. It's just that I became overly conscious of it. I started thinking things like, this must be a boring conversation for someone of her status, and that made me awkward. But worrying my customers like that means I failed as a cafe worker. I'm sorry.
No, Eito-san, you don't need to apologize either. If our roles were reversed, I think I'd worry about similar things, but...
At this point, Inoue-san cut off her words and gave me a hesitant upward glance.
For me, it doesn't really matter if I don't understand the conversation. Just hearing you talk happily is enough to make me happy. And with your matcha latte, I'll feel like I have 100 times more energy. So I'd be glad if you treated me the same as always. If that's okay.
Yes. It's a little hot, isn't it? How about I get us some cold drinks? On the house, of course.
Thank you.
Suddenly, I felt embarrassed and stood up from my seat. How can I not be conscious of her after she reacted like that? But at the same time, the distance in her social standing is real, and confessing now might be too hasty. I need to work hard to become someone worthy of her. That's what I decided. The next day, I immediately took action and began conducting surveys with the customers.
Huh? Improvements for Tsukioka-te?
This is Naruse-san, the university student I helped find an earring for. Since then, she and her boyfriend have become regulars.
Well, if I had to point out something, I'd say the photos for social media. The 3D latte art is definitely Instagrammable. But sometimes the angles feel like a missed opportunity. But hey, that's just a casual opinion. I'm not sure if it's helpful.
No, that's incredibly useful feedback, especially from someone who seems knowledgeable about social media. Oh, you're asking me, the great Shimizu Daiki, for advice on your cooking? Next, I decided to ask Shimizu-san, another regular customer, for his thoughts. I met Shimizu-san several months ago, right before closing time. Are you okay? You smell nice. I was just craving chicken tempura bowl, pumpkin stew, eggplant and broth, and some miso soup. Don't eat my uniform! I'm not food! Shimizu-san was collapsed outside Tsukioka-te that night, hungry and exhausted. I prepared a chicken tempura bowl for him, and ever since then, he's been a regular customer. Now then, let the great Shimizu Daiki give you some advice. You should feel lucky to get my opinions for free. Take thorough notes, Eito-kun. Yes, sir. From that point on, I actively sought feedback from Inoue-san and other regulars. I compiled all the suggestions, continued refining them, and as a result...
Oh my! Looks like we'll need to hire more staff at this rate. We might even need to consider opening a second location first. Recently, the cafe has been so busy that we sometimes have to turn customers away due to lack of seating.
Tsukioka-te's reputation was growing, and we were fortunate to have increasingly busy days. It was all thanks to our loyal customers and the support of my grandmother and her staff.
If we do open a second location, Eito, I'll be leaving you in charge. I need to start teaching you all about management as well.
I'll do my best to carry on the legacy of Grandpa and Grandma's cafe. I'm still learning, but I look forward to your continued guidance and support.
Oh my! You've grown into such a proper adult, Eito, talking so formally like that.
Meanwhile, over at Lovekoi Trading... Hey, Inoue-san, why don't we grab lunch together again sometime? Tsukioka-te has been really crowded lately. I could recommend a few different places for you.
I'll pass. Why don't you invite one of your junior colleagues for lunch instead?
Why are you being so cold? We had such a good time last time, didn't we?
A good time? I didn't enjoy it at all. That day you forced yourself along to Tsukioka-te because you claimed you were interested in the place. I foolishly thought that maybe you'd become a regular customer. But after you insulted Eito-san, I'll never join you for lunch again.
Damn it, Inoue-san's been cold to me ever since she joined the company. Wait, so that cafe worker ratted me out, huh? Shortly after that, negative reviews about Tsukioka-te and me started appearing online and on social media. The staff at Tsukioka-te are terrible, especially the owner's grandson. He's the worst. The owner's grandson treated me horribly. I'm seriously upset. And the food was bad too. The whole place felt old and dusty. Tabata seemed pleased with himself, but
Fake. The owner's grandson and the staff are always so kind and polite. I come here daily. I've never met anyone kinder than the owner's grandson.
the fact that you can't even describe the food shows that you didn't actually eat here.
The place is always clean and comfortable. Has this person even been to the cafe?
The flood of replies calling out the fake reviews quickly put an end to Tabata's slander. Damn it! Why is the cafe so popular? If it comes to this. A few days later, Tabata-san returned to Tsukyokate for the second time. I'll have the chicken tempura bowl, please. Despite the unpleasant first encounter, I couldn't simply turn him away. I treated him like any other customer, but then... So, what part of the chicken are you using for this dish? We use chicken breast for the tempura. I knew it! The meat is so dry! For fried foods like this, you're supposed to use thigh meat to keep it juicy. You clearly don't know what you're doing. Well, it's a ran-down cafe, so you probably just use cheap cuts to save on costs, huh? Actually, there's a reason we use chicken breast. No need for excuses. I bet you just want to make a profit by using low-quality ingredients. You probably see your customer as nothing more than wallets. I bet even the regulars who come here are just clueless suckers. Is that so? In that case, there's no need to pay. Please leave. Immediately. What? You're kicking me out? Your behavior has disrupted the enjoyment of our other regular customers. At this point, you're no longer a customer yourself. Also, you'll be banned from returning, so please don't come back. What the hell? You can't ban me just because I hit a nerve! Tabata-san scoffed at my firm response, but then... Oh, hit a nerve? More like you made baseless accusations. Shimizu-san's comment made Tabata's face twist in irritation. What? The one spouting nonsense here is you! This owner's grandson admitted it. He said they used cheap, dry chicken breast. Yes, chicken breast can dry out if not cooked properly. But with the right techniques, it can be tender and moist. Marinating in things like salt or yogurt is common, even in home cooking. I've been ordering the chicken tempura bowl regularly, and not once has the chicken been dry. Also, the cafe doesn't use chicken breast just because it's cheap. Right, Eito-kun? Yes, our cafe serves a wide range of customers with different preferences. That's why we use thigh meat for karaage and chicken breast for tempura. By the way, we clearly list the type of meat used for each dish on the menu. Maybe you didn't read it, or you deliberately ignored it to create a point of attack. Fine, but how do you know they're not tricking you too? Do you even know who I am? Shimizu sighs in exasperation as he hands over his business card. Tabata takes it and is left speechless. No way! Shimizu Daiki, the famous food critic? That's right. Shimizu-san is a well-known food critic, famous even among the general public. By the way, the advice he gave us in the past was, for your seasonal moon viewing hamburger plate, the side dishes are a little too heavy. Normally, your side dishes are fine with the Japanese-style hamburger, as it's refreshing. But with the demi-glace sauce on the moon viewing hamburger, it feels a bit too rich. Also... And that constructive critique went on for an hour, which led to significant improvements at Tsukyokate. I can tell right away if a cook is lying about their food. So maybe you should stop pretending you know better than me. Shimizu-san's smile made Tabata grit his teeth in frustration. At that moment, Inoue-san entered the cafe.
Tabata-san! Why are you here again? You're not causing more trouble for Eito-san, are you?
Inoue-san? No, this is a misunderstanding.
Eito-san is someone I deeply respect. If you've caused him any harm, I won't stay silent about it.
Inoue-san then began to recount the day we first met. A year ago, on a rainy day, I noticed a woman walking with crutches, completely drenched by the sudden downpour. That woman was Inoue-san. Fearing she might catch a cold, I rushed over and held my umbrella over her. Then, there's a cafe where I work just around the corner. It's her day off today, but I can offer you something warm to drink if you'd like. When I made the offer, she quietly thanked me. Once we arrived at Tsukioka-te, I gave her a towel and called a taxi for her. She had only planned a short outing, so she had left her phone at home. While waiting, I made her 3D latte art matcha latte. Cheer up, okay? I made a little voice for the milk animal on top of the latte, but her only response was a blank stare. Immediately, I felt embarrassed, but then...
It's cute. Thank you. I feel a lot better now.
Though tears were still falling from her eyes, she gave me a soft smile. In the end, I never asked why she had been crying, and we passed the time chatting casually until her taxi arrived.
That day, I couldn't hold an umbrella because I was using crutches after breaking my foot. I was completely drenched, and most people just ignored me. Some even shouted rude things. But Eito-san was different. He reached out and helped me. And when I couldn't stop crying, he made me smile again. So for me, both Eito-san and his matcha latte hold a special place in my heart.
But that kind of kindness is something I could do too.
Excuse me?
I'm serious about you, Inoue-san. I can do anything if it means making you happy. So, forget about this cafe worker and...
Stop! Please don't say another word. Hearing you cheapen your own words makes me sick.
Huh? Why?
Earlier I mentioned that someone shouted rude things at me when I was soaking wet. That was you, Tabata-san.
What? For a moment, Tabata-san was speechless. But the realization started to dawn on him, and his face turned pale.
I remember it clearly. You said, "Get out of the way with those filthy crutches."
That was before you joined the company. I didn't realize it was you.
I see. So if it wasn't the president's daughter and looked filthy, you wouldn't be interested in me at all.
That's not what I meant.
I will never forget how hurt I felt that day. I will never be interested in you. If you really care about my happiness, then stay away from me.
Just when Tabata-san was about to slump over, the accusations against him weren't over.
I just remembered something. The first time I met Eito-san, this guy bumped into me and I dropped my earring. Even though I apologized, you just complained and didn't even help. You said, "Stop blocking my way, you flashy girl." Actually, I've seen him before too. I remember thinking it looked like he was harassing one of his junior colleagues at work. But to think he was like this too. My, what a rude and thoughtless man. He's nothing like my dear grandson. Even if someone did become your girlfriend, I can see her falling out of love quickly and being treated badly. No wonder no woman could ever fall for you.
And so, under the glaring eyes of the cafe's regulars and my grandmother, Tabata-san... Shut up! Who cares? Why should I go around helping others when it doesn't even benefit me? Isn't it smarter to live with myself as a priority? Just then, another customer arrived at the cafe. So that's how you really feel, huh, Tabata-kun? Sir? What are you doing here?
We were planning to meet here as a family for dinner today. Looks like I'll save myself the trouble of explaining to my father now.
It seems there may be more issues with your behavior at work too. We'll be conducting an internal investigation.
No, please! Tabata crumples to the ground, devastated. From his reaction, it seems likely he's hiding other misconduct. Tabata-san, this is all the result of your own actions. Instead of belittling others, you should have been focusing on improving yourself. Once again, I must ask you to leave immediately, as you're disturbing the other customers. And so, the commotion caused by Tabata came to an end. Later, an internal investigation at Lovekoi Trading revealed that Tabata had been harassing his juniors and pushing work onto others. After receiving disciplinary action, he eventually resigned, unable to continue working there. Hello, please, I need your help! Tabata is reportedly struggling to find a new job and has been calling everyone he knows for help. However, His reputation for being heartless has spread, and no one is willing to assist him. As for me, I confessed my feelings to Inoue-san, and we started dating. A few years later, when my grandmother retired, I took over the management of Tsukioka-te.
I'm praying that Tsukioka-te will continue to be a place where your kindness reaches every customer, Eito. Arisa-san, please take good care of him.
With the influence of Shimizu-san's reviews, Tsukioka-te eventually expanded into multiple locations. And then, Arisa Inoue, will you marry me?
Yes, of course.
Even if the kindness you show others doesn't directly benefit you, it enriches your heart and strengthens your connections with others. Those daily acts of care and support will continue to shape our happy lives together. With that in mind, I hope to walk forward with the one I love by my side. Where's your name, Mukuno? I can't find it anywhere. Yeah, my grades are about average. But Jutori, you're third in our grade. That's impressive. I'm Seiji Mukuno. With my mediocre grades, I'm currently looking at the test ranking list alongside Makumo Jutori. Jutori is good at both academics and sports. Sometimes he can come off as harsh, which tends to rub some classmates the wrong way. Well, I guess you and I just have different levels of smarts, huh? Just do your best, okay? Mukuno, you really are too much of a softie. You could easily ignore Jutori's snide comments. Well, I'm not too bothered by it. Rather, I'm glad to talk with friends. But it's concerning that I've told him multiple times to be careful about how he talks to others, and he hasn't improved. I wonder if he gives advice to someone like that. I worry that someday Mukuno might get deceived by a bad person. Even though I'm often described as someone who's oblivious to others' malice and easy to fool, fortunately, I've only had good people around me, so I've been able to live peacefully without experiencing any real harm. I've become a working adult now. I'm currently working as an engineer.
Suzukaze-san, if it looks like you'll have to work overtime, do you need any help? Thank you, but I'm fine on my own.
Her name is Suzukaze Mio, a senior employee who is a year older than me.
I see. Well, just don't overdo it.
Suzukaze-san tends to be quiet, which makes her seem unapproachable to other employees. Suzukaze-san, I'm about to head home, but if you'd like, please take this. Just like the female employee earlier, when I offered to help, I was quickly turned down. Thinking I should at least offer something, I presented the Madeline to her. Oh, it seems like Suzukaze-san's eyes lit up a bit.
Is it okay? These Madeleines are popular and sell out quickly, right?
Yes, but they taste better when shared with someone. I'd be happy if you could help me enjoy the Madeline even more.
If that's the case, I won't hesitate to accept it. But I'm really happy. I absolutely love these Madeleines, and I definitely buy them at least once a week. Honestly, I could eat them every day if I could.
Whoa, you get so chatty when it comes to sweets, Suzukaze-san. It's kinda cute.
What flavor of Madeline did you have, Mukuno-kun? My recommendation is the plain flavor. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I talking too much?
Suddenly feeling embarrassed, Suzukaze lowered her gaze, and I shook my head. I think it's wonderful to have something you're so passionate about, and seeing it up close gives me energy. I enjoy sweets, but I'm not very knowledgeable about them, so I hope you can teach me more.
I see. Then let's talk a lot more. Thank you.
After that, Suzukaze and I became close, and interacted a lot through snacks, and then... I love you, Suzukaze! Please go out with me!
I love you too, Mukuno-kun.
Thus, my relationship with Suzukaze, or rather Mio, began. 3 years later, at age 26, I found out I was going to temporarily transfer from the headquarters to a branch office, which meant I had to move. It's sad to be in a long-distance relationship with Mio, but it's work, and I have to do my best too. After finishing unpacking from moving and while shopping at a nearby supermarket... Huh? Mukuno? Long time no see. Jutori-kun, it's been a while. How's it going? Seeing a familiar face made me break into a wide smile. You live around here too? Yeah, well, I just moved today because of work. I see. By the way, I'm living with my girlfriend on a high floor of a tower apartment nearby. Nice, I'm jealous. I'd love to live with Mio too, and a higher place would be great. Well, I think you'll struggle since your brain power is different from mine. But good luck trying your best as a working adult, okay? Yeah, I guess so. Thanks for your support. As I recalled similar conversations from high school, we finished chatting and disbanded. A few days later, after work, I was at the public bath attached to my apartment. The highlight of this apartment is definitely that residents can use the public bath as much as they want. Of course, the location was good too, but since I love baths, the existence of this public bath was what made me choose this place. With a cheerful mood, I went through the door leading to the public bath. Oh, Makuno? Oh, Jutori! So this is the tower apartment you live in! I unexpectedly ran into Jutori. Ah, so we're in the same building. By the way, I live on the 30th floor. How about you? You can't be living on a higher floor than me, right? 30th floor? Now that feels like a tower apartment. I'm on the first floor. If you're living on the first floor, there is no point in living in a tower apartment. It turned out I was just worrying for nothing. I mean, is living on the first floor in a tower apartment a normal thing? This guy just wants to show off about living in a tower apartment but is really low income. Huh? Well, it's probably tough for you, but good luck with everything. Since I just moved in, maybe he's trying to cheer me up. Even though I tilted my head in confusion over Jutori's sudden good mood, I enjoyed my time at the public bath.
By the way, you mentioned that you're living in a tower apartment now. Is everything okay?
Yeah, there was a room available on the first floor, and so far so good. After getting out of the bath, I went back to my room and was on the phone with Mio.
That's good to hear. But if anything comes up, don't push yourself too hard.
Thank you, but it's mutual. You tend to endure a lot. It might be tough with the long distance right now, but I want you to lean on me as your boyfriend.
It feels a bit strange to lean on someone when I'm supposed to be the older girlfriend, but if you say that much, then...
Whoa, that was unfair. I was planning to make her heart flutter, but instead, I was caught off guard and felt my heart race, secretly melting inside.
By the way, do you remember? It's near the branch where Seiji is currently working, but... we passed by it 2 years ago when we traveled together, didn't we?
Not knowing I was melting inside, she talked to me normally. I tried to act normal too. Ah, are you talking about that trip we took to explore sweets together? Of course I remember. There were a lot of things that happened back then. There was even someone who got left behind in the mountains along the way. We kept chatting until Mio said she was getting sleepy. A few days later, it seems there was a conversation at the kitchen appliance manufacturer where Jutori works. Wait, I'm going to be in charge of love romance engineering?
Yes, since the current person in charge is transferring, I thought I'd have you take over. Love Romance Engineering is an important client for us, as they've integrated a system into our kitchen appliances. Thanks to that system, even a new and small company like ours can meet customer demands, so keep that in mind.
Yes, I'll remember that and do my best. I'll be in charge of a major company like Love Romance Engineering. So that means the company has high expectations of me, right? Finally! It feels like I'm getting a tailwind. Until now, I haven't been entrusted with any significant tasks. During high school, Jutori-kun was in a position where he faced no rivals. However, after starting his job, it seems his pride was beginning to crumble in front of other capable employees. But if I can achieve results here, I'm sure the company will start to take me seriously. With my bully target Mukuno moving into my apartment building and all, I've been feeling pretty lucky lately.
Hey, Chitori, are you listening? About the handover. Wait, is this person really okay?
A few days later, on another day off, I ran into Jutori and a woman at the entrance of the apartment building. Hey, low floor guy. Hi, Jutori. Is this your girlfriend? Wait, haven't I seen her somewhere? Oh yeah, she's way out of your league, right?
What are you talking about? That's so rude.
It's fine, we were high school classmates. Compared to me, he had lower abilities, but he's putting on airs living in a fancy tower apartment. He probably could only get a job at some mediocre company. If he's poor, he should just live in a cheap apartment instead of trying to show off. Right, Hikari? You think so too, don't you?
Wow, that sucks. I didn't think Makumo's personality was this bad.
Oh, hey! Jutori's girlfriend stepped closer to me, ignoring him.
Makumo, I'm really sorry about my boyfriend.
Oh no, it's fine. Wait, did I introduce myself?
Don't you remember? I'm Asagiri Hikari, the one you and your girlfriend helped 2 years ago.
Hearing 2 years ago and seeing Asagiri's face reminded me of my recent conversation with Mio. Could it be that you were left behind in the mountains by your boyfriend?
Yes, thank you for your time at that time.
Since it wasn't Jutori who left her behind, that was technically her ex. Apparently, when Asagiri warned her ex about reckless driving, he got angry and forced her out of the car. Fortunately, Mio and I happened to pass by in our car and helped her. By the way, after that, she properly demanded compensation from her ex-boyfriend, and he was eventually arrested for repeatedly engaging in reckless driving afterward.
On that day, not only did he drive me to my family home, but he also stayed by my side, which made me really happy. Makuno praised my courage for warning my ex about his reckless driving. And he complimented me multiple times, saying, "You're someone who cares about others." Each of those words helped heal my wounded heart.
On that day, it was clear to me that Asagiri was a compassionate person. She hesitated to get in the car because she thought she would get my car dirty. So, Mio and I kept repeating to you, didn't we? There are plenty of other guys out there, and you'll have a wonderful encounter soon. It brings me back memories. Realizing that those words reached Asagiri's heart, I let out a sigh of relief.
I said this 2 years ago, but let me say it again. Thank you so much.
No, regarding that matter, I've already received enough thanks, so please don't worry about it. I'm just glad to see that you're doing well.
Makuno remains as kind as he was back then. I wish I could have told you that I found a wonderful boyfriend, but I'm breaking up with him now.
Jutori quickly opens his mouth at the words that slipped out of her. Wait a minute, Hikari! Breaking up is just a joke, right? I didn't know Mukuno was your benefactor.
I certainly can't forgive him for saying such terrible things to someone as good as Makuno. But I really dislike your attitude of automatically ranking others lower. You haven't changed at all despite my warnings, right? I can't keep dealing with Makumo anymore.
Wait, let's calm down and talk this over. Despite saying that, Jutori-kun chased after Asagiri-san, causing the two of them to drift apart. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to correct, but never mind. After that, the two really did part ways, and it seems Asagiri-san left Jutori-kun's room. Damn it! My dream plan of living with my girlfriend in a high-rise tower! Until now, I had been splitting the rent and living expenses with Hikari. And with my current income alone, I would have to cut down on living expenses significantly to afford this place. Damn it! This mess is all Mukuno's fault. A few days later, during my break at work, I stepped into the company entrance. While I was pondering where to grab a bite, I came across Jutori-kun. Mukuno, you! Oh, Jutori-kun? What's up? Do you have business at this company? This guy, after ruining my life, he has the nerve to look so carefree. Oh, I'm a top-notch employee, you know? I can handle accounts for big companies like Lovekoi Engineering. But what about you? What are you doing here? This isn't a place for a lowlife working at a bottom-tier company, is it? Oh, don't tell me you're doing cold calls. Don't even think about it. Someone like you would just get turned away. Is something bothering him? His words are sharper than usual. I furrowed my brows, feeling troubled, and decided to pull out my employee ID. I'm an engineer here. Well, I've only been at this branch for 2 years, and I plan to return to the headquarters afterward. Huh? Are you kidding me? Wait, what? After staring at my employee ID, Jutori-kun freezes for a moment. Wait, are you serious? Are you really an employee of Lovekoi Engineering? Yes, I am. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Mukuno, a manager at the headquarters of Lovekoi Engineering. No way! But your grades were just average, and you live on the first floor of a high-rise. Yeah, it's true that I wasn't great at school, but I enjoyed studying programming and IT. During college, I worked part-time in programming and built up a lot of experience. I think it was lucky for me to join Lovekoi Engineering right after graduation. Besides, I live on the first floor because I'm not good with heights. Wait, but you said you envied me for living on a higher floor. Yeah, I think it's cool that you're okay with heights. If I lived in a place like that, just looking out the window would probably make me feel sick. Right, I didn't envy him for wanting to live on a higher floor. I said that because I envied him for living with his girlfriend. Well, it seems like Mio-san likes high places, so I feel a bit embarrassed that I can't choose those kinds of places for dates. By the way, the reason I'm not good with heights is that I fell from a tree while trying to rescue a cat when I was in college. It's understandable that Jutori-kun, whom I hadn't seen since high school, wouldn't know that. I'm sorry for holding you up when you're busy. The other day, I forgot to correct what I said about living beyond my means. We can talk later when I get back to the apartment, so if you don't have anything urgent right now, I'll leave. What the hell? Huh? You suddenly think you can go above me, huh? All you need to do is look at me and say, "That's amazing, you're great!" Just boost my self-esteem, and that's all I want. I don't expect anything more than that from you. Stop going above me without my permission!
Oh dear, I thought the entrance was noisy. Jitori, I had thought you were pleasant during our meeting. But it seems you're the type to insult our employees. How disappointing.
Oh, no, this is... It seems she is the person in charge. Upon her arrival, Jutori's face instantly turned pale, as if he remembered why he was here.
Let me make one thing clear. No matter what you think, Mukuno is a valuable asset to our company. Not only does he possess the ability to devise high-quality programs, but his talent for nurturing talent is remarkable. Moreover, most of the embedded systems we provide to your company are developed by Mukuno's team. If one of our outstanding engineers is insulted, we cannot let this pass without action. We will follow up on this matter with your company, so for today, please take your leave.
Please wait! This is all a misunderstanding! It seems she has no intention of listening to Jutori's side and ignores his voice as she walks away. Mukuno, you need to back me up. Just say it was a playful exchange between friends. I can't let the company find out about my mistake at work. Please, Mukuno, we are friends, right? No matter how kind-hearted I am, when he puts it so bluntly, I can't see him as a friend anymore. But I should at least respond sincerely to someone I once considered a friend. I'm terribly sorry, Jutori. I must apologize, but this matter exceeds what I can decide on my own. Mukuno? Ignoring Jutori, who seems to be trembling at my overly formal words, I continue. You're here representing your company, and as such, it's common sense in a professional world that your behavior can influence your company. Yet, To lose yourself in anger and hurl insults in a place like this, that was foolish of you. Furthermore, you cannot live in this world alone. I believe we can only perform at our best thanks to the support of others. Pointing out someone else's faults won't help the world function smoothly. That's all from me.
Wait! I was wrong, Mukuno! Please, look at me!
At his desperate cry, I didn't turn back again. After that, Jutori was removed from his position for losing the trust of our business partners and faced a pay cut. His path to promotion was now distant. Inevitably, his enthusiasm for work faded, and ultimately, he resigned under pressure. With his income cut off, he had to leave his luxury apartment because he could no longer pay the rent.
I had thought that looking down on people from a high place wouldn't affect me, but that wasn't the case, was it? Damn it!
I have no idea what impact my words had on Jutori or where he is now. But if he has reflected on himself even a little, then it was worth speaking to him one last time. And now, my 2-year assignment has ended. I returned to the headquarters and I'm living with Mio. Hey Mio, thank you for falling in love with me.
The gratitude is on my side. If it weren't for Seiji, I would probably still be single.
Is that so? You have so many wonderful qualities, and your little spoiled side is actually quite cute.
So sneaky!
Pretending not to notice her blushing and squirming, I brought something and knelt down. Inside the small bottle I presented were colorful candies. Mio, this is my feeling for you. Will you accept it? Each candy has its own meaning. The meaning of these candies is eternal love.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Seiji.
Pointing out others' shortcomings won't lead to your own growth. If you find yourself feeling frustrated when compared to others, try eating something sweet. It will surely dissolve your bitter feelings into something sweet.
But it's not the classic ring, is it?
I would like to choose the ring together because it's something that lasts a lifetime. Also, sorry, I didn't know your ring size.
Why do Japanese people always start making excuses when they lose?
That's Maeda Ryoko for you. Always so cynical. She's my girlfriend. We got invited to watch the Japan-US soccer friendly match today, and here we are, witnessing Japan's defeat by 4 points.
The difference in skill is obvious. Just admit that the opponent was stronger.
Well, whether you call it an explanation or an excuse depends on the person. At least she doesn't seem to like it.
Ugh, it's so crowded.
The stadium aisles are packed with people heading home after the match. Now it's my chance to introduce myself. My name is Hiroki Yagisawa. I'm 34 years old and have been working for a foreign-affiliated company for a year now. I met Ryoko through the branch manager of our Japanese office 6 months ago. She's not only someone from the same company, but also the president's daughter of one of our clients. It's no wonder with over 20,000 people here. Huh? A keychain? I wonder what it is. I can't help but pick it up.
What's that? It's just trash. Throw it away.
Ryoko points to a nearby trash can. No, I think I'll take it to the information desk. Even if most people think it's trash, it could be something important to the owner.
Huh? Ugh, you're being such a goody two-shoes. It's obviously just garbage that no one will claim. What a waste of effort.
What do you mean? It's only natural to turn in lost property.
Ugh, whatever. I'm going home alone. Do whatever you want.
With that said, Ryoko walked away quickly. We've been arguing like this a lot lately. It's not like we're gonna break up, though. We have feelings for each other, and our relationship is kind of complicated. I wonder what will happen to Ryoko and me. Her parents' company is a major client of ours. Since everyone knows about our relationship, there's the matter of saving face.
And above all, I want to avoid causing trouble with her and having to quit the company. Even if we were to break up, I need a good excuse. Someone's making a scene at the information desk. If you don't have it, then look for it. It's important for me. He's pretty fluent in Japanese, but he doesn't seem Japanese. Well, it's none of my business. I should hurry up, hand this over, and go home. Excuse me, I found something and wanted to turn it in. I call out to one of the staff members at the information desk, who is with another person, and hand him the keychain.
Yes, lost and found. So, could you tell me where you found it?
Suddenly, the man next to me changes his expression and shouts, That's it! That's mine! Huh? The lady at the information desk confirms it's okay to give it to him, so I handed it over. Thank you so much! You're the best! I owe you my life! Don't exaggerate. It wasn't that big of a deal. Hahaha, that's how important it is to me. By the way, what's your name, my savior? Oh, it's Hiroki Yagisawa. Suddenly, the man's eyes widen, and he stares at me intensely. Hiroki? Yes, that's right. Hiroki! Whoa, what's going on? The man suddenly hugs me. What in the world? Is he crying? I've been searching for you. Don't you remember? It's me, Leo Michael Terashita. Leo? The moment I heard the name, memories of the past came flooding back like a flashback. Here, take this. It's my treasure. When I was in elementary school, I had a best friend. He was a bit of an unusual friend, and one day, he told me he was moving far away. More than 20 years have passed, and all I have are vague memories. I'm only lending it to you. You have to give it back someday. Promise me you will. Promise me, Leo. It was a small promise, a childish promise made without knowing the true distance between Japan and America. It's terrible that you forgot about me. I've been searching for you this whole time. We leave the stadium and walk side by side on our way home. I'm so sorry, but it was over 20 years ago. I know. Honestly, I had almost given up. I went to Japan once when I was 18, but you had moved. I'm sorry. My family and I moved to England for my father's work, and I was studying abroad. My parents also work for the same foreign-affiliated company I do. It seems we really missed each other. We talk about all sorts of things, and before we know it, we're at the station. Hey, Leo, do you want to grab a drink? Since we're here, let's chat a little longer. I wish I could, but I'll be in trouble if I'm late. Is he married? But he's not wearing a ring on his left hand. Maybe a girlfriend? Okay, then I guess another time. We exchange contact information and part ways. Yesterday was a crushing defeat. Good thing it wasn't a league game.
Yeah, the hardcore supporters get really on edge when we lose.
I'm talking to one of the clerks about yesterday's game. By the way, I got the tickets from the department head. Something about the American headquarters being the sponsor for the US team yesterday. And the Japanese branch got tickets for the Japanese side. Come to think of it, where's the department head? I found it strange since he's always in the office first thing in the morning. And Ryoko hasn't said a word to me since this morning. Well, it's typical after a fight.
Good morning. Sorry, I was called by the branch manager this morning.
The department head enters the office, and I gasp in surprise at the person walking behind her. Leo? My name is Leo Michael Terashita. I'll be working here from today, having transferred from the American headquarters. Leo looks at me for a second, surprised, then smiles gently and introduces himself to everyone.
And I'm Yurina Kabatake. I also came from America. But I am fully Japanese, okay? So sorry for the lack of communication. These two will be working in the Japan branch from today. Such a handsome man.
Everyone in the office gathers around. In the midst of the commotion from both men and women, Ryoko's voice can be heard. Hey, Hiroki! Long time no see! Of all the companies, I have the goddess of fate to thank for this. You're one to talk? I had no idea you were working at the American headquarters. What are the chances? After the introductions, the department head is called away due to some trouble, and Leo comes straight towards me.
Oh, bye, Leo. You have an acquaintance here?
And then, that woman, Yuina Kabatake, also comes over. Hiroki's an old friend of mine. My savior, actually. Oh right, let me introduce you. Hiroki, this is Yuina. We work together at the American headquarters. She's my family. I see. So even if they're not engaged, she's his girlfriend. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Hiroki Yagisawa.
Hey!
I turn to see Ryoko standing beside me. When did she get here? Ryoko, what's wrong? She grabs me by the arm and pulls me into the hallway.
What's your relationship with that hottie? Introduce me.
Huh?
Don't worry. You've been wanting to break up with me anyway, right? I'll let you off the hook. Of course, I'll make sure you don't lose face or anything. So what do you say?
Listen to yourself. The answer is no. What kind of introduction is that? Besides, didn't you hear? Leo has a girlfriend.
You can always steal him away, and... What will you do if our business deal falls through?
Ugh. Ryoko's parents' company is currently my biggest client. What if I lose them?
Well, it's your problem if you want to be held responsible.
Fine, but I'm only introducing you. That's it. This is the best I can do. I can't afford to quit my job right now. Sorry, Leo.
Good. That's all I ask. I won't do anything bad. Or maybe I will.
The day flies by, and we are at the entrance, about to leave work. As Ryoko requested, I'm introducing them. Leo, this is Ryoko Maeda. She works in administration.
Nice to meet you. Wow, you're even taller and more handsome up close.
You're a colleague, right? Nice to meet you too, Ryoko. I'm Leo. By the way, what's your relationship with Hiroki?
Hiroki and I are just co-work. She's his girlfriend, though I don't think they're engaged or anything.
Yuina interrupts Ryoko. She has a somewhat cold expression.
I'm Yuina Kabatake. It's nice to meet you as fellow co-workers of Leo.
The two of them exchange smiles and shake hands. However...
Just you wait.
Whoa! What's going on? We could only watch in fear as the women's battle suddenly began. And so, a quiet battle for Leo began between the two women.
Leo, I made too much lunch. Want to help me finish it? Don't you remember? We promised to go to that curry place today. Come on, we'll be late. Ugh. Yes! I got out of the office first. Now to lie in wait. Leo, want to take a detour with me? Ugh! That woman!
In this way, all of Ryoko's advances are blocked by Yuina.
What's with that woman?
Once again, I'm caught by Ryoko as I try to head home. We're still officially boyfriend and girlfriend, but after this incident, our feelings have already grown apart. So, she's his girlfriend, huh? Well, he hasn't explicitly said so. These past few days, with this situation and the busyness of work, I haven't been able to talk to Leo properly. Wait, why does Leo even have a girlfriend in the first place?
Of course it's because of his looks. His looks. You could even say it was love at first sight.
Well, I guess being half Japanese and half American does make him handsome.
Plus, he's an elite from the headquarters, isn't he? That just makes him perfect. My parents would definitely approve of him.
I continued to half-heartedly listen to her, thinking how ridiculous she was being.
Hidoki, you have to help me get together with him.
Huh? Hold on. I said I would only introduce you.
The situation has changed. All you have to do is get rid of that other woman. Well, you don't have to. But if you don't, wouldn't life be pretty tough?
What? How does she know about that? I hesitate for a moment and answer. No. Suddenly, Yuina Kambata, who had apparently been behind her table at some point, lets out a surprised "eh?" I heard later that she had actually bumped into us by chance and had just tagged along. Leo is my best friend, and if Yuina is happy with him, I don't want to interfere.
Right.
Give my regards to your father.
Well, you better think real carefully about this.
Well, you better think real carefully about this. She says that and walks away. Good grief. What am I supposed to do? They say if you chase two rabbits, you lose both. But in my case, I chose my friend. I don't regret that.
You should have just played it cool. You're so clumsy.
I know. Wait, Yuina? Where did you come from? Yuina Kabatake is sitting next to me, sipping on something. When did she get here?
Well, duh! I sprouted out of the chair like a mushroom, of course.
You're a mushroom now?
Thanks for the straight man routine. Looks like you're caught in a bit of a bind yourself. How about we share some information, you and I?
She gives me a knowing grin. It's human nature, isn't it? To exclude those who are different. Throughout history, many have been eliminated based on their nationality, race, religion, and so on. Born to an American father and a Japanese mother, Leo came to Japan when he was in elementary school. But Leo couldn't fit in and was always isolated. I was in the class next door and reached out to him during one such time. Hey you, free? Come hang out with me. I had no idea what kind of salvation that invitation would become for him. But one thing's for sure, we became best friends.
Or something like that. Oh, and just to be clear, I already cleared up that misunderstanding.
Yuina went home after a little information exchange and told Leo everything we talked about. By the way, I took the next day off and headed to a certain place. I see, so that's how it is.
Leo? Are you angry? Like, really angry?
Maybe. Yuina, I need to make a call to America. Come with me.
Leo-san! Where are you going today?
The next day, as Ryoko tries to leave with Leo as usual, that's how he responds. Don't talk to me anymore.
What? Why are you saying that? I like you, Leo. It was a love at first sight. Please don't say that.
She pleads with him, seemingly shocked by his words.
Right. Hidoki. Did Hidoki say something to you? It's a misunderstanding. Please let me explain.
So, a misunderstanding? Weren't you going out with Hiroki in the first place?
We broke up. We're over, so please just listen to...
You're the one who's misunderstanding. To begin with, I'm married. I would never fall for you.
What?
She's speechless, her eyes wide with surprise at Leo's words. I also just found out recently from Yuina that Leo was married.
But, Yuina? Neither of you are wearing rings. Don't lie to me.
It seems there's still a misunderstanding. The reason we don't wear rings is that we both have a mild metal allergy. And with that, he shows her the wallpaper on his phone. Yuina is my daughter. My real wife is a Japanese woman 10 years older than me, who works at the headquarters in America.
What?
It turns out that Leo is actually married to a Japanese woman with a child at the American headquarters. And that child is Yuina Kabatake. She's legally Leo's daughter and his family. By the way, his wife retired after they got married.
Leo, Whoa. What's wrong?
Yuina arrives to see Ryoko, who's frozen in shock.
Married? He's married? Oh my. Looks like you went ahead without me. Well then, shall we?
Yes, we are still going to Amelida Auto Parts as planned.
Huh? My father's company? What for?
To confirm if he would really cut off a business deal because of something his daughter did, of course.
Well, wait, stop!
To think manipulating someone's feelings and threatening to break off a deal if they don't obey. I wouldn't want to do business with a company like that, would you? Oh, and don't worry. I contacted the CEO last night and got permission to halt all transactions. Ryoko trembles and turns pale at Leo's cold, indifferent words.
Please! Anything but that.
Why? Isn't this what you wanted? If I had to choose between an employee's job and a business transaction, I would choose the employee without hesitation. They are my comrades. It was Hiroki who taught me the importance of comradeship. He is, and always will be, my best friend. For a moment, Leo's expression softens as if reminiscing about something, before turning serious again. Let me ask you again. Why should I care about someone who would use their position to exploit their best friend's weakness? That's right. My mother has been hospitalized long-term due to heart disease. My father passed away a few years ago, so I'm the only one left to support her. That's why I can't afford to lose my job right now. I need money. It was a healthy relationship at first. But then, Ryoko started using my weakness against me, and making me do what she wanted. But I chose Leo. I'm fine with enduring a little hardship, but I just couldn't bring myself to betray the man who still calls me his best friend. As a result, Yuina ended up telling Leo, and he's furious.
Huh. He's gone cold on me. Totally cold. Married, huh? Oh, well, whatever. So, how exactly did you contact our CEO? I bet you're bluffing.
Now that she knows he's married, Ryoko quickly changes her tune and confronts him.
About that. The official announcement hasn't been made yet, but Leo is going to be the new branch manager here in Japan. Huh? Remember when we went to see the branch manager before the introductions? It was for this transfer. Oh, me? I'm just tagging along as family. What?
Ryoko is at a loss for words, completely dumbfounded. And so, a few days later...
Hiroki, please forgive me.
Stop it! I told you it's over! It seems Leo really did go to her father's company, and after hearing everything, her father disowned her. How dare you embarrass me, you stupid girl! Don't you realize it will hurt us too if the deal is off? For some reason, she thinks everything will go back to normal if we get back together and keeps pestering me. You're having a hard time, Hiroki. I couldn't take it anymore, and went out drinking with Leo to band. Well, if that's the case, how about my daughter? Well, she's actually my stepdaughter, but... Huh? Yuina? But she's 10 years younger than you! I'm married to a woman 10 years older than me, and we're happy. Come on, just leave it to me. Leo says cheerfully. Well then, let me tell you what happened after that. First of all, as for Ryoko. she went completely crazy. As soon as Leo became the branch manager, he transferred to a sales office in the middle of nowhere. Ryoko herself seemed to have hopes of meeting a handsome man somewhere, but I'm sure you can imagine how that turned out. I owe it to her, to Yuina Kabutake, that I was able to turn down Ryoko's persistent pleas to get back together. Leo introduced her to me, and when he asked if I could at least pretend to date her as a favor,
Sure. Aside from putting that woman in her place. I've been curious about Leo's best friend.
and so we started fake dating, ended up falling for each other for real, and are now officially a couple.
Hey, Hiroki, want to stop by that sweet shop later?
Sure. After visiting my mom at the hospital, let's go. In the end, Leo and I are as close as ever, as if those years of being apart never happened. Hey, Leo, you're bringing back memories of our childhood failures. Payback. You brought up an embarrassing past I wanted to forget too, you know? We reunited with a friend we'd been with for life, and now we're here, chatting about nothing in particular. I'm sure this will last forever. Tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, always and forever. Before the club's final art competition, the winning artworks are always displayed like medals in the school. Mine isn't among them. Well, it's not surprising. From the open window, the loud and unpleasant sound of cicadas filled the air. The paint on my hand still smelled bad, and mixed with sweat, it was even more unpleasant.
Now the difference between us is clear, right? I'm more talented.
On my way home, my classmate, Ritsuko Aizawa, approached me to rub it in. Yeah, congratulations on winning the gold. I saw your painting displayed in the hallway.
Of course! And you submitted something too, but it didn't get any recognition, did it? You created another failure, huh? Then repeat after me. I have less talent than Aizawa-san.
Why have you been picking on me all this time? You're gonna keep drawing in college, right? You'll find rivals there.
As if. It's just a hobby.
What? Really?
My talent should be used elsewhere. So what about you, talentless boy?
I was at a loss for words. Ritsuko, who's achieved more than I have, is quitting. But what about talentless me?
Tsuruhashi-kun, are you going to quit drawing?
The sound of the train passing was loud, but her clear, resolute voice was unmistakably audible. When I turned around, there stood Shizuku Narumi, the most beautiful girl in school, and my classmate.
Are you quitting?
I couldn't answer. I was just captivated by her beautiful eyes, staring at her in admiration. I think I just dreamt about my first love. The sound of a brush falling to the floor woke me up. It seems I dozed off while painting. My name's Tsuruhashi Toru. I'm a painter now, and I just turned 20 last month. Yeah, I couldn't give up, so I'm still painting like this. Well, I'm barely scraping by though. Grandpa, I'm about to make dinner. Are you hungry? I live with my grandfather in our family home. My parents left when I was young for their own reasons. Toru, right now, a guest has come to the window. You should greet them too. The window? But there's no one there. Look closely, but don't open it. It's a demon that comes at night. Look, it's waving. I see. This is Kamakura, so maybe there are monsters. Anyway, is there anything you want to eat? No matter how hard I look, I can't see anything, because the hallucination is only visible to Grandpa. Lewy body dementia. For the past 2 years, his consciousness has fluctuated frequently, and now he's in this state. Grandpa, will you ever talk to me like you used to? I want to show you my success before you pass, but can a struggling artist like me even manage that? Huh? The spin dryer won't work. No way! The event that changed my empty life was when the washing machine broke. Well, it was Grandma's when she got married, so it's not surprising that it broke, right? For now, I guess I'll wring out what's already washed by hand. What should I do next? Even if I buy a new one, I won't have the money until my payment comes in. I want to avoid dipping into my savings as much as possible. That's it. It's hot. There's a laundromat a few minutes away by car. It's an old place with some charm. Being able to wash, spin, and dry all at once is so convenient. I'm done with twin-tub machines. I might as well relax here until it's done.
Sorahashi-kun?
Huh? When I turned at the familiar voice, there stood a more mature Shizuku Narumi.
Do you remember me? Narumi Shizuku. From high school?
We were in the same class, right? Of course I remember. But why are you here?
I'm living in a cheap apartment now. The water pipes broke and the landlord said I won't be able to use the water for a few days. It's such a hassle, right? Actually, I'm trying to become an actress. I've been doing that since I graduated high school. I've only been on local TV shows, so I'm not really getting anywhere.
As she spoke, seemingly embarrassed, I leaned forward, realizing that the Madonna everyone admired was just like me. So, I have a dream too.
Really? What are you doing now?
When she asked about my current situation, I briefly explained, and she smiled happily.
You're still painting, huh?
Yeah, kind of, but I'm not really selling.
Then we're in the same boat. You know, I've been feeling lonely because I don't meet many people in similar situations. Can we keep talking like this?
Gazing into her clear glass-like eyes, I nodded without hesitation. After that, I exchanged contact information with Shizuku, and we often met at the laundromat.
How's your grandfather doing, Sorahashi-kun?
He's still spaced out. He hasn't changed much from how he was before.
He was so gentle and kind. I really liked him.
Whether it was because of her work and lessons, Shizuku sometimes looked tired and other times full of life, showing me a range of expressions. Shizuku has so many different colors, and they're all wonderful. Hey, I'm planning to buy a washing machine soon. The payment for the last painting I did will be coming in soon.
Oh, so you won't be coming here anymore?
Yeah, so why don't we go somewhere else? Wherever you want to go. Shizuku smiled happily. Seeing her like that made my heart soar. I'm out of paint. The sound of cicadas outside the studio is loud today, but my heartbeat is even louder. The colors, they become more vivid than before, since I met Shizuku. Since I started meeting her, my heart has been filled with red, blue, yellow, so many colors.
Sorahashi-kun, the water feels great.
Hey, are you sure? You don't have good memories of the ocean, do you? Shizuku's mother passed away when Shizuku was in elementary school. She drowned while saving a child who was about to be swept away.
It's okay. I think my mother became the sea. The waves sound like a heartbeat. And listening to them actually comforts me. How about you, Sorahashi-kun? Do you feel anything from the sea?
Personally, not really. But my grandpa and grandma love the sea. I heard they always went their own dates. I saw a picture of them when they were young. That's right. In that photo, grandma was wearing a dress, just like the one Shizuku is wearing now. The moment I realized this, my heart stirred strongly. I felt an overwhelming urge to pick up a brush, but then...
Huh? Is that you, Sorahashi? And could it be Shizuku? Both of you are just high school grads, right? What's up?
The voice belonged to Ritsuko Aizawa, who looked just the same as she did before graduation. A man who seemed to be her boyfriend was standing next to her.
Oh, I see. You two are just comforting each other because you're poor? Should I join you? I could teach you all.
Cut it out. You haven't changed at all. Hey, Ritsuko. I think I've seen this girl somewhere before. Wasn't she on a local TV show recently?
And don't bother. She's only active on local shows, and she's on the same level as a regional idol, right?
Her boyfriend seemed disappointed, but Ritsuko continued without hesitation.
Well, Shizuku-san has a pretty face, so she might get lucky and marry rich. No problem there, right? So, what about you, Sorahashi? What are you doing since graduating high school?
I'm a painter.
A painter? You didn't even achieve anything notable, and you're calling yourself a painter? You must not be selling anything.
Her attitude pissed me off, but I couldn't say she was entirely wrong about me. I just shrugged.
Stop it! Sorahashi-kun will definitely succeed, because I see talent in his paintings. What? Shizuku-san, you're just hanging out with him for fun, right? What can Sorahashi even do? That's not true. He works hard every day. People who succeed are the ones who keep putting in the effort yesterday, today, and tomorrow. But you wouldn't understand that since you gave up on painting. You!
Ritsuko lost her temper and tried to throw a can that was lying at her feet. But before she could, I stood in front of Shizuku to shield her, and her boyfriend grabbed Ritsuko by the shoulder to stop her. That's enough, Ritsuko. You were in the wrong this time.
Shizuku-san, you've lost your judgment. It's a sign of your downfall.
That's not true. I might be, but she will definitely succeed.
All this talk of ideals, it makes me sick. Let's go.
Ritsuko left just like that. I wasn't particularly affected, but Shizuku seemed to be.
Maybe I really am no good in other people's eyes. I haven't accomplished anything significant, and there are so many prettier girls around. I know. I need to face reality. I'm not as talented as you, Sorahashi-kun.
I'm not talented. I started to say, but stopped. That's not what she wanted to hear. After hesitating, I slowly opened my mouth. You see, I love beautiful things. So, when I look at you, I feel like I need to paint.
Huh?
Because you're beautiful. You catch my eye. I'm sure others feel the same. You're beautiful, Shizuku. Beautiful, really. I mean, really. You're really beautiful. No. That's not what I wanted to say. I think I like you. I mean, I like you. I heard Shizuku gasp. My face turned bright red, and as the sun set, we walked home in silence. Since that day, we started seeing each other less often. We were both desperately chasing our dreams. And, although I confessed in the heat of the moment, I ended up avoiding the subject because I didn't want things to get awkward. Huh? You're going overseas? And then, at the end of summer, when we met again at a cafe, Shizuku told me something unexpected.
Yeah, someone I've been working with has connections, but they said they only work overseas. So I thought this would be a great opportunity for me to take the plunge. That's why I wanted to tell you first, Sorahashi-kun.
I'm sure this is a chance that Shizuku has earned through her hard work. In that case, there's only one answer. Yeah, I think that's the right decision. I'm rooting for you.
Sorahashi-kun, thank you.
Promise me instead. Let's meet again, both successful.
Got it. It's a promise.
She smiled, and just like that, we parted ways, each on a different path.
It was hot. I shouldn't have gone outside.
The seasons changed many times, and the 7th summer since I parted ways with Shizuku had arrived. Ritsuko Aizawa, now a working adult, quit the company she joined reluctantly after just 6 months. After switching jobs several times, she finally made a mistake 6 months ago and was dismissed. Since then, she's been getting by with event jobs. She also broke up with her fiancé, Mizuno Nagi, just before their wedding, and her dissatisfaction with her situation was about to explode.
Of all the things, I have to work as a receptionist at an art exhibit today. I'm so not in the mood.
After finishing her lunch, Aizawa glanced inside the venue. With some time left on her break, she decided to step inside. Grandpa, are you cold? There are so many guests today. Even big fish are swimming around. At the same time, at the same place, I was pushing my grandfather's wheelchair inside the venue. The painting I've been wanting to create for the past 7 years is finally finished. I wanted you to see it. I see. They seem happy too. Look, Grandpa. You can touch this painting. I got permission since I'm the artist. I brought him here to see one particular painting. It's a landscape of Kamakura Beach. I built up the paint layer by layer, over and over, until it became a 3-dimensional piece. And in the center is a girl in a sunflower-colored dress. Aoi? My grandfather suddenly called out the name of his late beloved wife.
Huh? Sodahashi, why are you here?
I turned toward the familiar voice, and there stood Ritsuko Aizawa, wearing a suit and looking worn out. Aizawa? Did you come to see my work?
What? Sodahashi's? No way. The name of the artist for this exhibition is...
It's my pen name. All the works in this venue were painted by me. I never imagined I would get to hold an exhibition at a department store in Yokohama, but here we are.
Toru? Is something wrong?
Then, another woman called my name with a clear voice. As she appeared, all eyes turned to her at once.
You're Shizuku-san? Aizawa-san. It's been a while. How have you been?
Shizuku Narumi, who had returned from overseas after finding success, was now a well-known actress, and her radiance had only grown.
Could it be Shizuku-chan? Hey, so that rumor was true after all. Yeah, there's been talk that she's dating an up-and-coming painter. They really do look good together.
Hearing the murmurs around her, Aizawa finally grasped the situation.
Why? Why am I like this? 7 years ago, they were so unimpressive, but now they're shining so brightly. Why?
Huh?
So in the end, it's all about talent, right? If you're blessed, you'll succeed. If you work hard, you'll be rewarded. You always live this idealistic life, like a walking example of that. Are you mocking me?
What are you talking about? Besides, Aizawa, you were more highly regarded than I was when you were painting.
Shut up!
Aizawa shouted emotionally. Even when we met at the beach, I could tell. Her words were too emotional to just brush it off as condescension. This is jealousy. She's been jealous of us all along.
Enough! Everything should just be ruined. These works are no different from my life. I'll ruin this exhibition.
Ritsuko's expression twisted with madness as she approached. I quickly stepped in front of Shizuku to shield her. Stop right there. His voice was heavy and resolute. I instinctively turned toward the sound. Grandpa? There he was, sitting in his wheelchair, looking straight at us. Lewy body dementia causes fluctuations in consciousness. Every few days, every few months, and eventually... I didn't understand the details. The doctors even said he didn't have long left. But after several years, his consciousness was clear again. It felt like a miracle, and I was at a loss for words.
Grandpa? Are you the principal?
That's right. You're Aizawa Ritsuko, who was in the same club as Toru, correct? My grandfather, Sorahashi So, was the principal of our high school. We all knew him. He was kind, a devoted husband, and cared for his students more than anyone. Aizawa-san, I know. You were always jealous of Toru and couldn't have confidence in yourself. Isn't that right?
Huh? What is this?
Aizawa recalls her high school days. One evening, she had come to help carry supplies with the art club teacher. What lay before her were several canvases spread out on the floor, with me frantically moving my brush. The colors didn't stay on the canvases, but spread onto the floor as well. Oh boy, he's at it again. When he gets focused, he completely loses sight of his surroundings. Tsuruhashi, you can only submit one canvas per person for the competition, and it must be within a size 50. You're way over the limit. Hey, stop painting! We're cleaning up right now, Tsuruhashi. What a waste of paint! The deep indigo spreading across the floor seemed like it could easily swallow a person whole. At that moment, Aizawa was terrified. She realized the difference between them, that there was someone who had crossed a line she could never cross. Afterward, I submitted part of the painting, but as expected, I didn't win any awards. I often observed the club, but your expression grew cloudier as time passed. But I truly loved your paintings too, Aizawa-san. You won the award purely on your own merits. On the other hand, Toru couldn't follow the rules, missed deadlines, and failed at the basics. People like that actually find it harder to navigate society. I had no rebuttal. I could manage housework and caring for Grandpa out of a sense of duty, but because of that, I couldn't perform at my best before. But now, I have a housekeeper to help.
But there was always someone better than me, and every time I realized it, it hurt. I wanted to be special. I couldn't forgive myself for not being that way. That's why.
You're a unique person. It's sad to live life carelessly. And if you destroy these works, you will completely kill yourself as a creator. Are you okay with that? Aizawa's eyes waver. She still loved painting. Hey, Aizawa, I've always respected you since high school.
What? Are you pitying me?
I mean it. I couldn't achieve the solid results you did. I often missed deadlines and didn't follow the rules. I couldn't handle tools as carefully as you, nor could I clean diligently. I couldn't navigate relationships as well as you. That's why I admired you. I always thought you were amazing. Aizawa's eyes widened as she collapsed her knees. She didn't move, didn't respond when spoken to, and was eventually dragged out of the venue by a security guard. Toru. Finally, my grandfather looked at the painting I had created. Somehow, I knew this would be the last time. Did you paint this of my wife? Or of the person most precious to you? Both. They're both important, and I wanted to paint them more than anything. I see. Thank you. My grandfather smiled. It was the gentle, heartwarming smile I had always known. And then, the color drained from his expression, and he returned to his usual dazed state. Oh, there are flowers blooming on the wall today. Is it a festival? Yeah, it is. I quietly wiped away my tears. Shizuku held my hand as I did. After that, to be honest, I don't know what happened to Aizawa Ritsuko. She left this town and went to a place where she knew no one, no family, no friends. Huh? But a few months after she disappeared, I found a certain illustrator's post on social media. The gentle touch and soft colors in the illustration reminded me of Aizawa's style no matter how many times I looked at it. That account still occasionally posts new works.
So-san, are you looking at the painting Toru made?
Yes I am. It's so nice, isn't it? Since that day, my grandfather's consciousness has never been clear again. But he loves the beach painting we brought back from the exhibition and smiles whenever he looks at it. And that's enough for me. Hey, Shizuku, the fact that you're engaged to me, living in my house, it's not a dream, right?
What's with you all of a sudden? It's real, of course.
But I've been drawn to you for so long. The reason I kept painting was because, well, because when we were at the railroad crossing, you asked me, are you gonna quit? That's why this situation feels too good to be true, like I'm dreaming. Then, Shizuku suddenly started laughing softly.
You've worked so hard, yet you say that. But I feel the same way. That summer, when I met you at the laundromat, I was determined to achieve my dream no matter what. So this isn't a dream or coincidence or destiny. It's the results we built up from our past.
She looked at me with her clear eyes, like glass bees. I'll probably always feel my heart race when I see those eyes. In the past, now, and in the future, I'll keep painting and stay by her side until the very end. As I made that vow, the cicada's noisy cries no longer reached my ears.
Haruki, I'm going to date him.
What? Thank you.
Welcome. I was waiting for you.
Huh?
Suto, I'm sorry, but can I ask you to do this? If you're busy, I can ask someone else.
I have to do this other task right now, but I can do it by the end of the day. I think I'm gonna work overtime today, but this much is fine.
Really? Thank you for always agreeing. Your hard work always saves us.
I'm Haruki Suto, 25. I work at Aono Tech, an IT company of about 50 people. This is the head of the development department that I'm in.
You always take on any work, so the higher-ups like you too. Are you really okay? You work a lot of overtime and you come in on weekends. I'm worried you're not getting rest.
The more I work, the better I get. Especially with IT, experience shows. My girlfriend understands too. I met my girlfriend through a friend. We live together now. I would go out with her most weekends. I think the mark of a man is how successful he is. I want to work hard and secure a future.
Oh, that's lovely. I hope the others can learn from your work ethic. Okay, good luck.
She left after saying that. It's so obvious that you're kissing up to our bosses. You want to get promoted that bad? You have no pride? Right after, Kyosuke Yokobori appeared. He was another developer and a year my senior. You're such a square. I bet you did your summer homework in the first week of summer vacation. You're right, but I'm not doing anything shady. What's wrong with focusing on work and striving for success? This is why you're a square. If you want to do work so bad, do mine too. Isn't this work that was given to you? Stop complaining. If you love work so much, be grateful and accept it. Bye. Truthfully, I wanted to hand it back, but I figured it'll cause a scene, so I unwillingly accepted. Yokobori had a nasty grin on his face as he left. Time passed. We were in the middle of a project. I never thought this would happen. Aono Tech was in an unprecedented situation. Some employees quit, and others went on maternity leave. The employees that were left had so much more to do than expected. I was way over my limit with work too. Still, I somehow managed to do my tasks. It was almost the project deadline. We were barely going to make it. In my third year here, I was going to stay overnight for the first time. Just a little more, as long as we get through this deadline. If this project is successful, I think I'll go up a level too. I desperately hung on to that thought. But when I stood up at my desk, I felt a sudden wave of dizziness. I've been working overtime and coming in on weekends. I had reached my limit and finally collapsed at work. Is this the hospital? When I came to, all I saw was a white ceiling. I soon realized what had happened.
You fainted from stress.
I woke up the next morning. They said it wasn't critical, but I stayed in the hospital for a few days just in case. Earlier, Yokobori and my girlfriend Mikoto told me separately that they would come see me. It's a weekday. Yokobori was probably ordered to come, or he's just playing hooky, but Mikoto probably took the day off. I feel bad. Mikoto works in general affairs at a small advertising agency. A few hours later, she came to see me. The two of them shouldn't know each other, but they showed up together.
Haruki, I'm going to date him.
I met her when she came to our office before. She was neglected. So sad. That's why I comforted her. What?
I knew you were a workaholic. I wanted to support you. But I didn't think you'd neglect me this much just because you had a deadline. I can't be with you anymore.
I thought she knew that it was for our future together, but I guess I overestimated her. Haha, you fainted at work and your girlfriend dumped you. You're a loser. Well, that's it. Bye. Even though I was younger, our bosses trusted me. And I had a girlfriend. Yokobori must have been jealous this whole time. All I could was watch the two of them leave. Later, the project finished while I was in the hospital. The busiest period was over. I could have gone back to Ono Tech. But I knew that at this rate, I wouldn't last. People tried to stop me, but I decided to quit. I have no job, no Mikoto. There's no reason for me to stay here. I thought about ending my apartment lease and going back home while I looked for a job.
Gotcha.
Whoa, you scared me. Toya, why are you here? Toya Hamazaki suddenly appeared. He was my classmate in high school, my best friend, and word has it he's the hottest guy of the century.
I just happened to pass by. What are you doing standing here?
I was thinking about ending my lease here.
What? Aren't you living here with your girlfriend? What happened?
I explained the situation to him.
Wow, that's terrible. She knew you were a workaholic when you started dating, right?
Yeah, I thought I was spending any time I had with her, but it wasn't enough. I spent all my time outside of work on her. That was my code of honor and the way I showed her love.
Haruki, are you really ending your lease? Come to my house then.
Really? Wait, I can't. I know it's your place, but if I live there, I have to pay rent in that place.
It's fine, it's fine. This is the perfect opportunity.
Opportunity? What do you mean?
Anyway, I'm your best friend. You don't have to be so proper, okay? Take it easy for a bit.
Really? Can I then? So I ended my lease. I stored my furniture at my family's house and headed to Toya's with my essentials. Thank you.
Welcome. I was waiting for you.
Huh? Toya didn't come to the door. It was Honoka, Toya's older sister. We went to the same high school for a while. I remember when the three of us would hang out. Like Toya, word has it that she's the hottest girl of the century. Huh? Toya lives with you?
Yeah? Toya said he was lonely living in a big house by himself.
Haha, well...
What's wrong? Do you have a stomach ache? If this is inconvenient, I can...
No, that's not it. Live here, please.
I couldn't read between the lines of his vague response, but anyway, it became the three of us. It smells so good.
You're here, so I tried. Please eat up.
Thank you. Are you angry? I'm not. Toya puffed up his cheeks like a little kid. Honoka took care of all the housework. I felt my tired body being revived. After dinner, it became routine for us to spend time together.
You're gonna look for a job, right? If you do a little nail care, you'll look so clean. Show me.
Thank you. I never thought about that, but I'd feel more confident if you took a look.
I work hard too, but you won't praise me? I told you before, right?
I saw. You were so cool.
Haruki, you're a true friend.
You two should be super busy, but it doesn't look like it.
We prioritize our personal lives too.
Work is important, but you need balance. You can do your best at work if you take care of yourself first.
You're right. I think I forgot that because I was focused on work only. I'm learning.
Wait, you don't have to take notes.
As I continued to live with them, I felt the importance of having a fulfilling personal life. But I was a workaholic at heart. It was hard to change. I'm off.
Good luck.
I hope it goes well.
2 weeks after I quit, I went out for an interview.
Hey, I told you not to get too close to my Haruki.
Oh my, when did you decide that he was yours?
This is my house. As soon as you heard Haruki was coming, you forced yourself in.
I had no idea, but the truth was that Toya didn't ask Honoka to stay.
You're so...
Shoot, I forgot my...
Good luck at work today.
I'm so lucky to have such a caring brother.
Haha, you guys are really close. I'm leaving now.
I own this house. I can kick you out if I wanted to.
Kick me out if you can.
I never even imagined that the two of them were glaring each other down like this when I was gone.
If you do that, I'll tell him you're gushing over Haruki at work.
Stop it! Damn it, it was my only chance to have a sweet home life with just Haruki and me.
You can't do anything. How sad. Here, you go to work now too.
Damn it, you're so cruel!
After this battle, the two of them left for work too. That night,
Why are we going home together?
Jeez, even if we work in different places, we're going home to the same place. Wait for me, Haruki.
I said that's my house.
ugh, I want to see Haruki and feel comforted. The two of them had run into each other. They clawed at each other so much, you might think they were actually besties. When they got home, their faces clouded over. Oh, welcome back.
What's wrong? Your face. Did the interview not go well?
I looked down, so the two of them were worried. I hurriedly denied and smiled. No, the interview went well, but... An hour ago, I got a call from my ex. She's never called me, so why? My ex hasn't called me once since we broke up, but I had missed a call from her. I was wondering what to do when they came home.
Your ex is the one you told us about?
Yes, I realized later, so I didn't pick up.
Are you wondering if you should call her back? You're a nice guy.
No, I have nothing to say. I made her feel lonely, but she basically cheated.
If you knew that, then it's fine. Like you said, even if she was unsatisfied, there are ways to do things. You shouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Haruki. I'm sure it's nothing good. Just leave it.
Thank you, you're right. I felt relieved. I left the missed call alone. A month after I had quit, Aonotech was in a dire situation.
Damn it, why are we so busy?
After the project ended, a new project started within days. It was not going according to plan at all. A lot of the employees had to work overtime. I was a standout workaholic at work. My absence was a pretty big loss. Our company already didn't have enough hands and it got worse. On top of that, because I got sick, some other employees feared for themselves and quit too.
I didn't know all those people would quit.
Normally, this would not be the right time to accept another project. But the contract had been already signed. They couldn't back out.
Yukabori, what's with this messy work? We can't use this at all. Please redo it.
There was too much work for this company size. Of course, Yokobori was given tasks too. Yokobori was never efficient. He worked overtime every day to finish his work, but the quality was never approved.
Because we have this much work to do, so I have to just finish it.
There's no point if you make something that can't be used. Just do it again.
Damn it, should I have quit too? No, I'll never go down the same path as Suto.
He had thought about quitting, but he didn't want to go down the same path as me, so he clung on to this job. He worked overtime every day. He started going in on weekends, and it was his girlfriend that became unhappy.
Hey, Yukabori, I thought you weren't going to neglect me. This isn't how I thought things would be.
Shut up, I'm busy with work. Before you start crying, comfort me a little if you're my girlfriend.
You're so mean! Haruki never said that to me. I shouldn't have believed him. Haruki, why won't you answer my call?
Mikoto was unhappy, so she called me to get back together.
Why aren't you answering? Please pick up.
Every day, Yokobori and Mikoto drifted further apart. Anytime they were together, you could hear angry shouts. Mikoto had nowhere else to live, so she continued to live with Yokobori, but you couldn't really call them lovers anymore. A week later, I was waiting for Honoka and Toya at a restaurant.
Wait, Haruki? I didn't think I'd see you here. I was wondering what happened because you wouldn't pick up my calls.
Before they could come, I ran into Mikoto. But even when I saw her running toward me, I felt nothing at all.
Haruki, let's get back together.
Why? Aren't you going out with Yokobori right now? I don't know if you happened to run into him when you came to see me at the hospital, but you broke up with me. Why me again?
We just broke up, so I'm not dating anyone right now.
Even if that's true, it doesn't matter to me. I was about to decline.
Hey, you!
Yokobori? Why are you here? I guess Yokobori hasn't accepted the breakup yet. He came after Mikoto.
What? Suto? Why are you here?
I didn't. I was waiting for my friends here.
Huh? The company's in shambles, but you're out here waiting for people? Must be nice.
He was being aggressive, but he was so angry that I tried not to provoke him. The company? Aonotech?
A bunch of people quit after you, and the project is way behind schedule. I'm working overtime all the time, and this woman I took from you is asking me to give her attention. So I took her out on one of my precious weekends.
What does that mean? I told you I don't like it when you talk like that.
I guess it was true that they weren't getting along, but Yokobori couldn't stand that Mikoto was trying to choose me.
After spending time with Yokobori, I realized that I actually want you. I'm sorry. I won't choose anyone else anymore. I truly loved you. That's why I took time off to go see you in the hospital. You understand that I was lonely because you were busy with work, right? That's no reason to ignore my calls. I just wanted to get back together.
Me. Do you not care about how I feel? She kept talking about herself. I realized that my feelings for her were long gone.
Hey, you two, what are you doing?
Get away from him. Haruki, who are these people?
The two of them were furious. I explained and they frowned even more deeply.
I see. What do you want with him now? You took his girlfriend, you cheated. I was already angry at that, but now you're back?
This is none of our business, and you're acting all important with your sunglasses and masks.
I feel like I've seen them somewhere before.
Then, the two of them seemed to realize something.
Are you the owner of Nail Derun, Honoka Hamazaki?
Are you the model Toya Hamazaki?
Oh, if you know, that makes it easy.
Honoka was the beautiful owner of the extremely popular nail salon, Nail de Rune. It was very difficult to get a reservation there. Toya was a model under Fizz Agency. Toya told me he became a model after he was scouted while he was in college. Honoka used to post her own nail art on social media as a hobby. That went viral, so she quit her job and opened a nail salon. Both of them were super popular with over 100k followers. They've been on TV too, so they were famous.
I couldn't tell what the disguise is. Wait, why are these famous people with Suto?
Easy. The three of us live together in a luxury apartment, so it's not weird that we're together, right?
Stop bragging, it's my house.
Huh? I thought you were lost with no job, but you're living in a luxury apartment with them?
Haruki, you really know these two?
Well, is that surprising?
Haha, Haruki and I are actually high school classmates.
I went to the same high school too, so we'd all hang out. We've known him since before we were famous. I know that we look good almost objectively. But because of this, Toya and I get a lot of weird attention. People who only talk to us for our looks, people who want the status of going out with us. We hated that people who so obviously had an ulterior motive would ask us out.
I've never heard that before. I've never thought about their looks. We had just become friends naturally, so this was the first time I was hearing this.
But Haruki is super honorable, so he's never judged someone based on looks. In this day and age, first impressions are everything, but Haruki would tell me that it was rude to judge based on looks.
That's why I haven't been able to get him to love me yet.
That's why we were able to have fun with Haruki.
And I was interested in this friend of Toya's, so I joined in. Haruki is important to us, so if you bother him, we won't let you get away with it.
I honestly don't know who the hell you guys are, but I hope you're ready to have us as your enemies. I'm not kind like Haruki. If you hurt Haruki more, I won't forgive you.
He says he isn't kind, but I felt my heart being healed. If this is because I'm special to them, I think they're a lot kinder than I am.
But I was just lonely because I was neglected. I always cooked and did the housework so Haruki could focus on work. So can you hear me out a little bit, please, Haruki?
I'm sorry about that, but if that was the case, I wish you had talked to me first. You skipped these steps and started dating Yokobori. I can't get back together with you.
Haruki! Let's go. We're having dinner and we let them bother us.
What? Don't you need a membership and reservation here?
Yeah, it's our go-to. We told them that Haruki is a special guest of ours, so they invited him.
I've been waiting in front of a members-only expensive restaurant. They were gonna serve a special course to celebrate me finding a job.
Bye! Don't ever talk to us again.
The two of them stare blankly at us walking into the restaurant.
I was taking care of you and you keep complaining.
How dare you! This is all your fault!
The two of them started to fight so much that the cops were called. After that, Yokobori continued to work at Aonotech but got sick, and he had to quit to rest.
Damn it, why did this happen?
Aonotech never had enough people, and they didn't have enough money for external resources. There were talks to extend the deadline, but the project couldn't be finished. Aonotech lost a lot of trust and was bought out. Mikoto broke up with Yokobori. She had nowhere to go, so she went back home. She looked for a new boyfriend, but she couldn't meet anyone good.
Haruki!
I was a workaholic, but I never yelled at her no matter how busy I was. I spent any time I had with her. Mikoto finally realized how much I had cared for her. I heard she regrets being swayed by a moment of unhappiness and choosing Yokobori. 3 months after I quit, I had to tell the two of them something. I got a job, so I'm thinking about moving out. Thank you for everything.
You can stay a little longer.
Yeah, I have a spare room.
I can't cause you any more trouble. You did all that for me.
No, we never thought of it as trouble. I like you. So stay here, Haruki.
Hey, stop it. I couldn't enjoy my time with you because of her. You won't leave, right?
What? What are you two talking about? Aren't you two close? You need to have a fulfilling life outside of work. I learned that important lesson from the two of them. Sometimes you have to make difficult choices in life. I feel like I'm going to be learning a lot more from the two of them.
Hello, Brittany here. I can actually sort of see Mikoto's point, but as always in a relationship, if you don't say anything, then nothing's ever going to get fixed. So even if he was a workaholic, if she never spoke up and said, hey, I miss you, then that's on her, right? So anyways, I really enjoy these episodes, and I hope you do too, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye!